All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you a lot. Really appreciate you joining the channel. So, anyways, as you saw by the title, we're going to be talking about a Chelsea player that is definitely pulling up strings under Mauricio Pochettino at in his new position. Yes, and then we have to talk about Curtis Tilt. We have to talk about a loanee from Chelsea that's pulling up strings as soon as he moves as well. So we have a lot of Reggae Boys conversation to chop up. So as you come in, please do leave your thoughts as to any conversation we do have, and you want to feel free to comment down there. Do so. All right. Yes. So we have in the comment section a lot of people already in. Massive respect. All right. Thanks very much for that, people. Let me see. Kevin in the building. Kevin Jones, how you doing, man? Lamar says, yes, this is live. This is live. You heard me blessing you up. It is live. All right. So share it around. Float management. We here. All right. CPT Rico in the building, and then our brother Pagan. Massive respect. We have to come out, man. We are not hiding from you, man. It's just because I was busy dealing with the girls. And as you know, once it's the girls, I am always ready to do so. So anyways, let me start it right here. A potential reggae boy, a potential reggae boy. We keep on talking about this kid. All right. So it's good when we heard from other persons that we dubbed as world-class coaches and stuff give their take as to what we were saying. Who we're talking about, they said Chelsea received significant transfer interest in 19-year-old youngster. He's impressive. He is impressing Mauricio Pochettino. So that is the latest update coming in. Who are we talking about? The kid that we talked about right here, which is Mason Burstow, a striker, natural striker, and he came in at Chelsea. He came in at Chelsea, and because he was doing well at his club for at a young age, and they kept him in the Prem 2, and we heard that he said that he wanted first team minutes, and if he can't guaranteed first team minutes, he would have tried to leave. But at this point, this is the article coming out stating that they are impressed with him. So if you are Burstow, we're going to read out his file and we replayed before. If you are Burstow, what would be your first intention? Leave Chelsea at this point? The coach is admitting that he's impressed with this kid. So would you stay, or you would have done what Omari Bell did? Omari Hutchinson did. Would you consider doing that? Let me know in the comment section, because it's always important the way how we structure things. And this is why I'm showing you that some of these kids are elite players, but they do go different path. So he's impressed with you, the coach, clearly. Would you leave if you can't guaranteed full first team minutes and you're gonna get like maybe a substitute role? Let me know, because he can already leave to other clubs, you know. I want to hear you guys answer on that. We're gonna go through the file itself as to what the coach says exactly, and then we can make our minds up. All right. But it's questionable. It's questionable, guys. You can't just say he has to stay because the coach likes him and like how he performs, and in that position they don't have natural so much strikers. No, these guys are of high levels. They are not just some people that just get on the scene. These kids are known players, so they can leave to places and be okay just the same. It's not because the name is Chelsea that means you're truly doing anything. You understand me? So some of these kids can leave and it can still turn out better for their careers. Let me go through the comment section here. They said Chelsea youngster Mason Barstow is now starting to receive a lot of attention in the transfer market. That is according to the reports from the Evening Standard. Mason Barstow, who's just 19, is an exciting young striker that Chelsea signed from Charlton back in 2022. All right. The young centre forward starred in the Blues under 21 side last season, which we know about that, and is currently working with the first team doing pre-season tour in United States. There's no speculation that several clubs want to sign the highly rated Englishman. They made sure to put an Englishman right there, but he's also available for Jamaica. The Evening Standard explained that Chelsea have had significant transfer interest in Barstow so far this summer. It is understood that clubs have come forward with loan offers while others want to sign the teenage striker on a permanent basis. The report says that Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino has been quite impressed by the Chelsea youngster since he started working with him during the pre-season. In fact, he could play in this weekend's preseason friendly against Brighton. I don't think he actually played. All right. Our preference would be to see Barstow out on a season-long loan during the upcoming campaign, and I do agree as well. All right, it's great news that he's working as part of the senior Blues camp during preseason, especially if he gets an opportunity to play in some games. The fact Pochettino has taken a liking to him bodes very well for his future too. All right. However, Chelsea appear to be entering the new season with first team options of Armando Broja, Christopher Nkunku, and Nicholas Jackson. Nicholas Jackson started off very, very well for the striker role. All right. We should see if a side in the championship is prepared to loan Barstow, who is a talented frontman with an eye for goal. Yes, guys. But the thing is, guys, I think it's important what he does here. Christopher Nicholas Jackson came on. Was it yesterday? They played Brighton, and Nicholas Jackson and Nkunku starts firing at the get go. Starts firing at the get go, guys. So they're already in good form. I think I wouldn't stay. I wouldn't stay. I would just leave. You get me? Because everyone know him as one of the most talented young kids in England. So this is not a bragging right to say that I'm at Chelsea. This is my career going somewhere else because he was scoring at Charlton and looking good. That's the reason why they took him here. You understand me? So for me, I would say leave. Leave on a loan and return. If you're banging in form, and they only return if they want to give you first 3 minutes. But don't stay. Don't stay. And for Jamaica's sake, no, people, as I've said, it was very clear. I said this is one of the best young strikers Jamaica could have signed 2 months ago. 2 months ago, he was on my list. And now you see the ratings that he's getting. All right, he's getting true ratings. All right, if you had a Jamaican bar and got this rating from Pochettino, the whole Jamaica would have gone upside and down. I think this is the player that Jamaica should be trying to get instant. I am not going to stop saying it because if you're looking at true striker, this is a true striker you should be going out for, in my opinion. What say you guys? Bring him in. He's very young. He can play for the national team now, today. Because as you saw, the situation that he's in with Chelsea, he wants the first team start or a first team position. So if you're in that position, you're already up there with the highest rated striker Jamaica has. Because how much Jamaica striker can command a position in Chelsea's team? None. You understand me? None. And he wants that, or he's going out to a different club. So that's the standard of the kid, to be honest. So I would go in and try and get him. I think this is the young kid that Jamaica needs to bring in. And if we can get him, oh Lord, I think you already have a 20 million at least player on your hand. 20 million at least player on your hand. All right. Owen, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Big up yourself, my brother. Then we have Ozan in the building said, yo JD, did you see the blowout win from Brazil? We did. So you never come on the stream, bruh. We did those videos. Give me your take on it, guys. Tyrone Williams, massive respect. And guys, this video should be around 30 minutes, All right, I might have to extend it to maybe 45 or something. Yes. And I'm big up yourself, Tyrone Williams, and I will open a discard so people can come in at 25. Just let me get over all my conversation. All right. Um, Sheridan said, if I want to play international football, I will leave to get adequate playing time. I think to make Jamaica team, he does not necessarily need to leave Chelsea. It proves you don't necessarily need to leave Chelsea. You can just be there, not even doing anything. You can just play for the under 21s and do what he did last season, score a bucket load of goals, and he makes Chelsea Jamaica team. I don't see Sheridan. No. If he wants to play for Jamaica, he don't even have to play a next day for Chelsea. Just be at Chelsea should be enough for him to play for Jamaica because he did what he did for U21s and actually in inter and professional level football. And he's a goal scorer, registered goal scorer. So I don't think he has to score one more goal in history to make the national team. Or it would have been flat out bias if he has to come with a CV of 600 more goals. You understand me? Yeah. Flat out, straight up, all right. Bringing the talent to the boys. Yeah, man. But it goes to prove what I was saying from day one, and show that we have eye for talent. Massive respect, Ozan. Yeah, man. Oh, you're fast asleep. Sure, man. You're back. All right. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Derek G. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. We're talking about Mason Barstow and how highly they rate him, but obviously he has a decision on his hand. I told you guys about him so far and the situation that he's in. All right. Yes. Then Drew Ross give a dodgy face. I don't know what he meant from there. Yes, but I was just answering to Sheridan and said, I don't think this kid needs to score next goal because what he has done in his career already surpassed majority of these people on this team. So I think this is already an opportunity to go out and get the player. All right, and I would advise him to go on loan. All right, yes. So let me move up. Let me move up. Before let me take a few comments. Send your comments in so we can take it in this slot and then we can move to the next one. Because we have around a few comments. Well, JD, will Bailey get forced out of Aston Villa now that they have Diaby? Well, Aston Villa have to do that for themselves. I don't have any metric on Aston Villa's new plan going forward, so it would be hard for me to answer a question like that. All right, yes, that would be significantly hard. All right, he's 19 years old, Drew Ross. Why you can't just go and check the player, Drew Ross? I've talked about this player how much times, and you don't check the player. All right, you see, when you not make the players them come to Jamaica, when you not take on to the players them quality, all right? I told you about the big bad player a long time, and you guys never did check him out, all right? He's 19 now, sir, all right? Bless up, DJ Gigs, massive respect. Thanks for being here. How you doing, man? If players want to play for Jamaica, why don't they take the initiative to get their passport? Okay. Um, uh, uh, okay, but if people don't reach out to you, um, even though he reached out already, Derek G, this is someone that we already heard that is interested to play. And you have Madasil as well from Chelsea as well. That's interested to play. So it's more than one person said that they're interested to play Derek G. You just don't hear everybody talk about them, but I am the one that's talking about them from day one, So I do have the interest to keep talking about them until they can be looked at. That is your job to check, laugh out loud, not mine. Okay, well, I've been talking about them so long, and every time I have to be coming with secondary talking points, every talking points, they have scored, they have played well, everything, and you guys not watching them. It's okay. All right, big up yourself, big boss. Sherman says, Anthony is going to Gerard. What? I don't know about that. All right, anyways, let me move on to Hutchinson now. Omari Hutchinson, guys. Omari Hutchinson. Let me pull up big bad Omari Hutchinson. All right. We heard that he's not a reggae boy. Omari Hutchinson is a reggae boy. He played enough times for Jamaica to be known as a reggae boy. He has not played for England last, and in all the metrics, and education. Once you play for a country, that's the last level that they're gonna have you at. As you can see there, he's a Jamaican player. All right, that's what where he played before. All the stupid stories there and stupid conversation of dodging cap and all sort of BS. It makes no logical sense. It's just people that want to sell a narrative and they have their overall plan. They will kill you. They will kill you with that argument every single time. All right. The last time the player plays is for Jamaica, and he's up here for Jamaica. So the people that's in my chat keep on saying, "Oh, he doesn't. He's dodging the cap." People, just go and have sense, man. All right. Stop listening to people who not much sense. All right, telling you how to think. That tells me that you don't have any sense. All right, he is a Jamaican player, so we have to report on him. Period. All right, period. So Omari Hutchinson. Omari Hutchinson, as you could see right there, let me open his file and we give our take as to the player. All right, because sometimes some of these guys come on my comment section. It's so annoying. It's so annoying, you know. So, JD, it is safe to say that Hutchinson will now be playing in the Nations League, seeing that he has solidified himself by finding a club. Yes, I think that that should be his intention, because now his intention is to make sure he settles himself as a professional player. And that's what all of them want to do, not just Hutchinson. You saw Mason Barstow telling people that this is what I want. I am not staying here to be, no talent. I want to play football. So it doesn't matter how much goals I scored in 21s. Under 21 ain't nothing. I want to play professional football. So I want games now or I'm leaving. And I love that attitude from all of the young players them. And luckily, all of them linked to Jamaica. So that means if we should get all of them, they're going to always be playing football, people. All right? So the young kid started off good in one of the games. As you could see here, he is at Ipswich at this point. All right, he left on the U21s and the main team to Ipswich. All right, yes, and now you prove that he was the one that, as what Chelsea said, he wants to concentrate on leaving the club on a loan deal. So he's not going to go on no pre-season. That's exactly what Chelsea wrote. And I had Percy come here trying to make a story up on nothing. When the actual side says the guy is not coming because he's going to focus on getting a loan. Because in the English language tells you that if he was not busy doing that, he would be going there. My goodness. Stop focus on hatred and focus on learning. So anyways, the kid moved to Ipswich and he starts to perform instant. He had an assist and heard that he's definitely doing well and they do like him already. So it took it took a week for this guy to impress. And this guy from in his career, this guy has always been impressing everyone. All right. Obviously, metrics changes, so things can always reach people. All right. Yes, and I just think that a bad metric reached him, as in the coach that love him like Eden Hazard never around to really solidify himself this year. And I had said it before, people, if you watch my videos before, from a long time, I told you that what happened when Potter leaves here. Is Potter hyping up this youth, bringing him up and everything? You don't think he's going to leave this club? And I said, yeah, because the next coach might come in and don't want to go in the same direction because he wants immediate success. And oh Lord, that's exactly what's going on here. All of the kids that's coming, the Nkunkus, the Jacksons, they're already ready made players that they want now, and just throw in the team. Yes, so Hutchinson, massive respect, and it showcased that he will always be around. This is a quality player. It does not take a day. The same day he goes there, the same day he impresses. The same day. Can't wait for him. Can't wait for him to actually just play for Jamaica. The cap version of Jamaica, according to the xenophobic people, Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah. Sometimes I have to style them, man. Hey, JD. Only Dawkins, I don't know nothing. I don't report on two players I don't want to report on because enough information is out there. So I think O'Neal have to go somewhere else and ask about that. All right? Yes, I don't know at all. Because if you read and explain things, they don't want to take that. They're gonna make a bag of metric and a bag of lies, you know? Yeah, so JD, it's oh yeah, we read that already. Um um People still say Omari still no one to play for. Yes, because you have one individual going around telling people that. So they believe it because they believe him, you know? Yeah, when you can actually check the stories them for yourself and get through with very ease, you know? That was a trick question by Drew Ross JD. Yeah, no, Juras is okay now. I'm answering him. Don't. JD, with the previous issue of Greg Lee, Ipswich and JFF, you think we will face some issues trying to get Omari? You see the problem there? No, I don't see the problem here, because it still comes down to Chelsea. So it's not Ipswich can't decide if he leaves or not. But obviously they don't like the JFF, you know? Yeah, but who does? You know, who does? They don't like them either. You know, yeah, because they think that they're a bunch of unorganized people. That's what. Yeah, but JFF blame Ipswich and Ipswich blame them. You know, so I don't think it's going to be a problem because Chelsea will still manage that and they will always want the exposure for their players at any time. At any time, they are always going to want the exposure for their players. And the worst off, if he's playing good, they would want him to actually be out there playing for Jamaica. So I think you will see him play for Jamaica. Can't wait to see him in the Nations League. I feel he's a part of the puzzle. Drew Ross, you can say what you want. Of course, he's going to be a part of the puzzle. I want to see Barstow here as well to be a part of the puzzle. Make someone cry. CPK, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect, says Imaxit football. It's always good to see that the younger players wanted to play for Jamaica from early. Just hope the JFF do the right thing on their end, because yesterday the girls made us proud. Yeah, man. You don't see me put it up and said yes. That's why we like one Jamaica. You know, because you see it, we get a point. All right. We have Richie Royalty. Massive respect. Take care. Oh, you doing? I hope he don't give them the Kool-Aid because enough of them would get tricked. Yeah, man. Mr. Man, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. And Marcelo, all right, massive respect. So Omar Hutchinson doing good, and we have Barstow. They are praising him highly. All right, and both of those guys can play and be added to the Jamaica team. All right. And let we move on. As I said, we're not reporting on two specific individual and one camp, because once you talk about a camp, people can't comprehend and nothing can't happen. You know, so we prefer not to speak. You know, because the truth never be what they are saying. You know, yes. So we prefer not to talk. And I don't think Jamaica and a whole is on reality basis. So when you speak, people understand and people go to research. No, they like the drama, like the narrative selling and all of those stuffs. All right, these players are already playing at these levels, so let me focus on those players, and that's what I am going to say right there. Let me move on to Curtis Tilt. All right, Curtis Tilt played for Jamaica, and he is on the move as well. Yes, still I think he can still help if they want to call them. As you saw there, he is 31 years old. I don't think he's the oldest. You know, I still think he can offer something in the team if you want to call him up. He has 2 caps for Jamaica so far. So he is from Wigan now to Salford. Salford on a free transfer. All right. Yeah, but Dawkins, I think you knew that already, but um you just want to say something. All right. Yes. So you and Richard Stewart having a conversation, not me. Let me so this is Curtis Tilt. Still think he can offer something if you don't have the right pieces them in the centre back department. I still will put him over a lot of people just the same. Yeah. Okay, okay, Mr. Darkin. Well, this is not the right place to come and ask me them question. Or you're gonna get me dark and angry. You know? Yeah. Uh, how much player can actually tell employer I want to go or else I have to play with quality? Uh no, 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 no. That can happen. That can always happen. In the English Premier League, once you have reps under your belt, remember, they bought him, they bought Barstow as a kid, and they bought him from from already playing professional football, and then put him in. They put him in the 21 system, and he did his job in the 21 system. So if you buy a player, he was scoring goals at professional level, then you brought him down to the 21s. He did what you said you want, and you don't put him to the next level. I think he can come to you and say, you know what? Maybe you have better players than me. I totally understand, totally agree, and I'm okay with that. But tell you what, let me go here, and then if I am good enough or better than the next player, what you have in line, which is the Jacksons, them, the Nkunkus and stuff, then I will return back. Then I will return back. You're free to cancel the loan. I think that is perfectly okay for a player to do that. He's not going to come and bad them up, Dre. He's not going to bad them up, but he's just going to tell him that it makes no sense I'm here because I don't find the under 21 that difficult. So let me go into real game situation, like the massive games. Them people fill the stadiums and they want to win the game or they want something from the game. They want to get promoted and stuff. You understand me? Yes. So I think that makes perfect sense, and he has the quality. He has proven himself over and over. So I don't see the problem with that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to open a discard because I think I'm going to only try to do 45 minutes, and then I'm back off. All right, yeah, man. Jason, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive, massive respect. All right, yes. As what I said on Dawkins, I don't think most of these people that follow certain crowd, comprehends well, So I prefer not to answer or talk about this situation because it does not go anywhere. It goes in a circle and be very much uncomfortable to talk about because you know you're right and people talking foolishness. You understand me? Yes. As what I said, Chelsea have their team and they already start using their team. So that's Chelsea's team. You have other players that can play for Chelsea and that are Jamaicans and they're there. So I talk about them. All right, I talk about them, and they are not even getting in the team, and they have to look other places to go, which is that is reality. That is the reality. You understand me? I can't talk outside reality and make up story and fantasy. You understand me? I have to stay on the facts, which makes much more sense. And I think that will bring us a further way in life if we just stick on the fact side. All right. I don't know what happened to this thing. Yes, so that is my answer to that. So I prefer not to I don't want to hear anything more about that. The discard is open. Post match I'm in. So if you want to come in, it is open. You can speak your mind in there. All right. Let me move on. We had some Jamaicans some local born Jamaicans making some move, which I love that. I definitely love that. All right, I definitely love that. Some of these players impressed on actual first moves, and they are getting second opportunities, which I do love because I think that is what will really take Jamaica to the next level, especially the ones them that goes to the far countries. Them at first I thought it would have been a difficult thing. You have Cephas and those players. I thought it would have been a difficult thing for them, and it would have been a hard thing, but I think it's actually better. It's actually better, guys. It's actually better because these clubs take a little more time to deal with you. That's the first thing I'm going to look at. These clubs take a little bit more time to deal with you. If you're not properly developed, they will try to work with you because you have some strengths that they can see now. So that's why I said even what's his name again? asked me a question about the situation, and I said, yeah, I think most of the Jamaican born players them should just leave, go to some of these clubs in the far positions them, or the lower tier in England, or wherever they can get opportunities. Just go, because I think that's the way out there you're gonna develop. Because if you don't develop and someone see you and you false advertise yourself because the national team picks you and you're not up to the standard, because that happened, because literally I saw that written, that they thought that this man played for the national team. So they thought that he was up to the level, so they never needed to inspect him so much. And now, it's like he can't get the time to develop. They had to send him down to League Two, or whatever you want to say it in France. They have to send him down to that league, because now you have to be a little bit more technical, but you never learn that side of the game. You understand me? So I will always support these CFASs, the Krista J. Dailies, going to those things. Even Zimenez making that move to Belgium, and he's in the league, the 20 the second level, the what I call it, younger circle. I am okay with that. Use him in that, and if you want to step him up, give him the time, because that's what people don't understand. So the step up, and even Maggie's situation too. I think Maggie was trusting into these bigger situation. The bigger situation don't give you time. They bought you, say, all right, you can add to this team, or you can't add to this team. Then we have to cut you, or we're gonna bench you. 2 years out of your career goes. You're not playing any football. You're not going anywhere. Only thing you're gonna do is wear a big tag and can brag say you get signed for that club because you're not playing, or you're not gonna get in the game. You understand me? That is the reality. So I think Kenroy Campbell, Cephas, Krista J. Daly, um, my brother, Run Up and Down Man, that I heard going away as well. All of those transfers turning out to be a better transfer than more of the clubs that you're not going to get in the game. So what the purpose going there? Because you're not going to learn anything either. Because they don't have any time. Because they have to win. They are in a promotion and relegation type league. So they can't waste time with you. If you're too tough, you can't get in the game. You get me? They can't work with you. So they are either going to throw you away from loan or demote you down to a lower level, and then you're stuck there in circles. So I think what Maggie need to do more interviews and try to educate these people on moves. You get me? And I can tell you that some of these moves are not better. They are not better. They only look better. You get me? Yes, so try and get as much clubs you can that have time for you. Not the clubs them that will just loan you out or move you. That's why it's good that I started with Barstow and those guys. People that has respect. Hutchinson and those guys, they get the respect out there. They are big name players, big name youngsters. But yet still they can't command and force certain positions. You understand me? And you saw it. You saw it with all the Jamaican born players. Then when they go places, they don't command that level of solidity. Shamar Nicholson, he was good at Shalarai, doing well. One of the first person on the list. When he goes to Russia, Ignatov, Zabalev, Quincy Promise, all of those players, once they're ready and playing, they come out and play. And you can't get in a game, bro. And he scores a lot of goals. He's one of the best goal scorers for Jamaica. Obviously, he's not in the best form now. People will say that. That is true. But he's still one of the best goal scorers for Jamaica, just the same. But he can't get in a game because Ignatov and Zabalev scoring. And Quincy Promise, he knows he has to go to prison if he goes back to if he goes back to Netherlands. So he's just scoring to keep himself in Russia. So you're not getting any game again. You understand me? And he's one of the high profile players. So I think sometimes the agents they need to do a better job. A better job getting your places. I'm telling you, getting the places. Because you're going to be in the problem. It doesn't matter. Oh, remember people tell me that Shamar should be in the Premier League, Well, he's in Russia and he can't get any game. So every one of the players you may look at, you hear when you tell me about Diaby just signed and oh the next man might be sold. So why is it why we can't just stay somewhere and be good? You have to ask yourself that question here. Why we can't just stay somewhere and be good? We never took the right time to properly develop ourselves. into properly educated footballers that can stay and learn system and do certain things. So I'm respecting Cephas, Zimenez, the Krista J. Dailies, all of the guys them go to the small clubs them and try to actually improve themselves and take the time, explain to people that they don't know, and they keep on learning. I am okay with those guys. I have time for those guys now because I realized that I was making a mistake. um, our day me I watch is him documentary in a J. Okay, yeah man. Quincy promise have to score every day. So Shamar not gonna get in the game because that man will have to score every day because he will need to stay in Russia because they're gonna prison him if he goes to Netherlands. You know. Yes, and then you have Ignatov and Zobalev trying to play for their position and they're scoring. So you can't take them out and they're scoring. You get me? And to me, Shamar is not better players than them. You understand me? Because if you drop them off to play a central forward role, to play a winger role, they played well. Shamar struggling that one. I've watched the games, so I can tell you the truth. You understand me? Yes. Yeah, but I'm just trying to show you. I'm trying to educate the fans them as to what really going on. So people have their own fighting rights going on, Yes. So it's very funny. So I'm just asking you people. I'm just telling you. Moving for hype does not necessarily turn into success. So when I saw Barstow saying he wants to leave, and if he doesn't get in the game, he's going to leave, I think that is perfectly fine. Don't waste the time because you want to have tags on your name. That is just people that likes it to be egotistic. You want to be educated, and only way you can be educated and actually exercise your education is to be playing football. So Hutchinson, brilliant again, I would say. Barstow, brilliant again. Mothersill, go. All of you guys leave Chelsea and go on about the business and go and play some football so we can properly talk about it. All right, so man, you guys need to watch the documentary. All right. So, Ola, let me get some of the comments then because I missed them. So what, JD? Did you think Kasupen saw in Maggie? I think they saw him as a potential. I don't think they saw him as a potential and maybe over what I would say now. Hold on, let me 1 second, guys. All right, good. I fixed the thing because I had some problem with the comments here. All right. It's better, JD. Once they play in these leagues and do well, it's better. It's a better evaluation because the league better than JPL. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So when I hear people talking about the guys them going to this and going to that, what is the problem? What is the problem for them to go at those leagues? I don't see the problem if they're playing. What is the problem? Yeah, let them go and play. Because I promise you, when they are done, they are way more educated footballers than footballers that are just hyped up and not doing anything. You get me? Because they're gonna learn. They're gonna learn playing football. All right? Yes. I think when it comes to football, the things that we need to know when we go outside of Jamaica, it seems to be too late based on the age they left Jamaica. So now that's why I'm saying you just leave to a smaller place and do your thing. But it still comes back, Dre, to if you get any game or if you're in the right system and if people have time for you. You can't learn something if nobody have time for you. All right? All right. All right. Good. Russia was a bad move for Boza. I saw this coming. When we were here talking about it, people said it was a good move, and even we said it was an okay move. Obviously, the war came after. That is one thing. Guys, we're not passing an hour now. Let me see if anybody comes in the Discord. All right, nobody's in the Discord, so let me close it off. And I will just stay the hour. I will give you 15 more minutes on the time. I did not even tell you to hit the like button. Sure. Where's my next phone? I don't even have my next phone. Sure. Yeah, so make sure we are on 1,895 million likes on the video. All right, yeah, man. So the move from Russia, the move to Russia, I would not say it was a bad move, but sometimes you have players, and this has nothing to be about black and people bias because obviously know about we obviously know about we in this Jamaica football space. Anytime we can't do nothing, anytime we prove that we're not good enough, We can't admit it. It's going to come out, oh, they might fight against the next man because they fight against me because me white, the man them white over. No. Me see the players them and the player them better than Shamar. All of them better than Shamar. And they are doing better than Shamar now. So he has to go and play him damn game for be better than them. That's how it works. It can't just be simple. When I see the both players them on the field, one doing better than one, so it simply means one is better than one. So you have to just go back to your drawing board and put it up. He came in BM on fire, and they gave him his opportunity. So why do you think that they're going to take away the opportunity after giving him? He got his chance. So the other guys them was just better. You understand me? And I was saying that a long time, but because you have the people that are delusional and them sell a bag of narrative, people just believe the lies because it sounds more sweeter and it give you an extra excuse. Nah, man. Figure out your problem. Go and fight against those guys. And if you're better and not getting any game, you can always do like Barstow. Leave. You understand me? Yes. Promise a play. Film life literally. Yes, that is true. No, Hutchinson, he is on a loan. He's on a loan move. In the real world, Hype doesn't get you regular minutes. In the real world, Hype doesn't even do anything, to be honest. What you can do, you can hype yourself in the position. But tell you what, it has to be you do it after that. So Hype just can enter you to gates. BM, I was watching the games, BM. I was watching the games and I was analyzing football. Not just come and tell us a big baller, Jamaica star baller. No. I've never said that. No. I was watching the games them. Shamar was doing well in not all games because sometimes they move him either to central forward or over the wing forward, the left wing's forward side, and he never had the same flair and the same effectiveness right there. And they move him to point forward as well, and sometimes he struggled as well. BM, all right, and then Ignatov and Zabalev came in and they started to score and also play supporting forward role to assist Promise because Promise needs to score more goals because he wants to make sure he never go to prison again. Yes, so they had to change formations when they had injuries. I was watching all of those games and looking at all of their change in formation and stuff. And they gave back Shamar an opportunity. And Shamar was the worst player on the field when he played the central forward role. When they had to push up the two wingers them. When they had the additional injury as well. When they wanted to work with Shamar. But wanted to rely on the forwards them. So Shamar should have supported them. They had to take off Shamar early in the game. So BM, I've watched all of those games. So I think he's the wrong person you tried to convince. All right? Yes. I don't think it was a bad move. Just think he has more competition for and better quality players. And that is exactly what it is. Nothing else. Laugh out loud. Me cannot understand this fight thing. Yeah, man. Jamaica always good. All of the players them always good. Always somebody fight them at the club. And believe me, if you go there and see for yourself, nothing like what them say is true. It's not true. Maggie was never being fought at no club. Lie. You get me? Lie. I am in Belgium. All right? And I can easily go to the places them. So those are not true. Everyone get their opportunity. Everyone get their metrics. You look at how they're dealing with Zimenez. They gave him an opportunity in the first team. They could have just waited and said, okay, he's not good enough or whatever. They gave him the opportunity and let him start. So it's not the next excuse to further the delusion of the slide of not reaching nowhere. Because if you believe in that, that somebody fighting, it's a slide of not reaching nowhere in life. It's just the starting slope. So players, don't believe them people here. Don't believe them. Just look at what you're doing wrong and go out there and fight hard for your place. All right? Because if you believe in these delusion, you're gonna believe that you're doing everything good enough when you're not doing everything good enough. You understand me? And then reality will chip in when you get the transfer what you want, and then you go back on the bench on the next team. So you're gonna say the next man to fight you as well too. Nah, nobody fighting you, man. No, nobody now get the fight. Me I tell us a lie, them I tell. CFAs I get fight now. The CFAs I get fight because them are playing too much. And them are score too much. So when I hear nobody a fight him. No, nothing like that. Lie, man. JD, Boyz are okay, we read that one already. Yeah, I know you're gonna say the new coach. No, but he gets his games, BM. So that is not true. That is not true, BM. All right, JD, Mexico fans are crying that they are not sending enough players to Europe. I think Jamaica, with time, will become solid top three in Concacaf. Yeah, but music uploader, we have a bigger problem in when it comes down to Jamaica and players. You get me? We have to want them. We have to want them, and we have to want this. We have to want this as to what everyone trying to get. We have to want this in order for it to be achievable. So let we achieve. We start from achieving that the best players them give you the best result as to the Reggae Girlz. I don't think music uploader one we have reached on that level yet. We are not fully on that level, as yet, none at all. I'm telling you, none at all. We are not on that level as yet. Because remember, you still hear people trying to convince you and how they move the metric, how much 5 plus 15 and 25. It's still here. You get me? It's still here. So that is the only thing can stop the music upload, and I love that you put that in a chat so people can be educated as to what every other country wants to do. All right, we heard that for years about Maggie, my boss. All right, so you see it, and then Maggie come out and tell it himself. All right, so the Jamaican players need Bobby Reed as a player to learn from. He played many different roles on the pitch for his club and still perform. Yes, that is true. That is true. Yes, them a fight. Them a get fight because the club and the JFF are friends. What? All right. All LB manager was talking bull about the club being a feeder club. That's why he wasn't getting games. Blessings. I'm Jason. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The girls them I said I love when a girl them got a point yesterday. Because it just shows that them coming with their done said narrative of you have to do it this way. I just feel good because the girls them don't rate none of them in a Jamaica, and the girls them must go out there and prove say them can be competitive with them quality and not believe in mega put Buckley on the team and mega throw off Matthews. Mega throw off Drew Spence and put in what's the defensive central name from Jamaica? Yeah, mega do that. You get me? I'm glad people never follow them. I'm glad. And see the girls them out here diss up the wall of them and run them away and run things themselves. And ironic. They are performing better. Ironic. I was here when the girl them say they want this and they want that because this man don't know what he might do. Because they went overseas, see the quality of what actual sensible people is, put it together and say, boy, this man don't know what he might do, So tell you what, we want this person that we know this person what we want, which is Donaldson, which me not really rate him style of play, but my system educated on it, and him actually build players to the best team in the world, which is United States. He has players on that team that they gave him full credit to build those players. They brought him in and he strategized, make people know that, okay, Jamaica is not as good as what we think. So tell you what, if we're going up against Mexico, we're going to sit back and make sure we play this way. We're not going to put the 3-3-5 because we're big, fast, and strong. So we're going to play with sense. So we're going to be more pragmatic more than anything else. Bam, 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 bam. And get the results, man, in the World Cup. And then yesterday, definitely I said it was big luck why we get there. But we get the final thing, but we put ourselves in the position to get the final result. All right, and now we are in a good position. Saw Panama played Brazil today. Jamaica can beat them. You get me? So Jamaica can put themselves on 4 points in a World Cup. Might not be good enough to go through, but that is a stepping stone. You get me? That is a stepping stone. And those are the things that I respect more than anything else. People that know what's going on, people that sensible, know reality, and stop living fantasy and delusion. You understand me? And just do their job. And I have to say kudos to the girls them. Of course, no better than the JFF and no better than the boys them as well too. Straight up. And better than the people them where I try to run come back in a JFF again for them sell them dodgy behavior. With JFF, I do not believe JA will be top three, because if Grimmy leaves tomorrow, we gone back. I think even with him being here, we are gonna struggle to reach top three. Of course, because it's gonna always be a quota system. You have to pick this man because him need this and him need that and him born here, and not because of what he's doing in a team. You get me? You're going to see the next metric now when you're going to hear that. Yeah, man, say that man have to play because I him at the open light, so him have to play. And you say, but what? Ravel can't play because him on the light. But this man, them say better than one of the best midfielders them ever seen in the world, Alex Ferguson, but him can't play. And then the next man can play because him had to open the light. What you talking about? And the next man are gonna get dropped because him come from foreign and him maybe play not in the Premier League now. I'm gonna Spain. Yo, believe me, Martin, those metrics are gonna always be here. I'm telling you, I clearly saw why Jamaican reggae boy never reach much places, and I'm telling you that's still the same thing that will keep them away from reach much places. I'm telling you. And the girls will forever be doing better than the boys. Forever. I'm very sorry, people, but it's just the truth. The girls will be forever doing better than the boys. Forever. Because as long as they can do things their own way, they will be forever doing better than the boys. No, it's not going to change, Mr. Man. It's not going to change. But I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. That's why the girls, them, and we have to just take up our money and support the girls them. Just support the girls them, and when they realize that they're not getting any tickets, any support, then they have to change their ways, people. All right? I warned you, I warned you. All right? Yeah, man. You know here that once you play a foreign, you're an overseas player. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, people, I never wanted to take up your whole entire day, because I know that I had the information, but sometimes we have to run some joke and make we have a vibes, just the same. Let me see. Smash the like button, people. I don't think we need to go longer than the hour. I think that is perfectly fine. Next time now, we can give you more time, as the information added up. We will give you more time. All right. So we have not hit 100 as yet, people. Do better than that. Get it up to 100 because, once we are here talking, it's the facts we are saying. And we don't care who want vex, because no boy can lick with our face. Because we still remain a Jamaican on that side. All right. Yeah, man. So we can talk ourselves. We can talk for ourselves because we have balls, Yeah, man. Big up to the girls, them. Big up to the girls, them. I not stop saying it. Much people fight the girls, them, when they're saying what is the problem and how people put people in a position for benefit themselves and not really the team. It shows now because the girls, them, made the World Cup while we were trying to play 17-20 and be a foolishness and damn rip a pass ball around we, and man act like say I created football and know him I do. And the girls, them say them know why him I do. You get me? Stefan says, JD, 500 likes on this video already, so you can go another hour. Oh my God, Jason. Jason, the people them want you for come on by the show, because they want me to do the next hour. And man's brush them KFC, and I have 2 more KFC to mash up, Yes, big up to the girl. Yes, man, the girls them fire. All right, we enjoy talking about the girls them, and we enjoy even if them not winning. I am happy over there talking about the girls them, Yes, man, cause I know where they come top 3 in. Top 3. All right, I am not gonna tell you. All right, cause someone wanna informer. 1 bucket just for you, So then, what happened? What happened, Jason? I never ate anything from morning, sir. And I brushed the bucket of KFC. I have 2 more pieces of chicken inside it. And I have a big juice here. I have 2 water. Yeah. And stuff, Yeah, man. Yes, man, Bostoners, they are informers, you know. This morning, after I'm saying, yeah, man, Jamaica top 3 in this competition, explain myself. You hear some man a talk about, yo, you not have this. So, but Brazil came first, you know, people. Brazil came first, you know. People, go and look on the Brazil team, you know. Brazil beat out Jamaica, you know, by 2 points, you know. I'm telling you, you know. Jamaica fire, you know, but Brazil beat out Jamaica, people. All right. Jason, I have not said it. I'm talking about KFC and also the players' quality. I say what? What? Why is it, Jason? I hope you're not at work. Let me open the discard so you can come back in the discard, sir. All right? Because I don't know what Jason Ferran, not the Jason Guna, you know, Jason Ferran. I don't know what he's talking about. You know, you get me? I said Jamaica come top 3. You know, so I don't know. I so. Triple E, big of yourself, man. Massive respect. We are here. Yeah, man. So I open this. Let me send this because I know that Martin and them man's there. Sometimes them can't find the discard, you know. So let me try and get it for them, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so oh my god, man. Oh Lord. I'm telling you, Jason, the games them vibes, bro. The games them vibes. Nice games them, man. Football quality good, man. Football quality good.
So you can't call out on me.
Let me see if I'm hearing you because I don't want people said I block you from the stream because you know them stay already.
Yes, don't sabotage.
Yeah, they are liars, you know. So let me make sure I can find it. Where is Imaxit? Okay, it's not okay. About my channel them I go on with. Okay. I'm try. Them I shut out the big bad sound. Let me make sure I can find it. Where is Imaxit? Okay, it's not okay. About my channel them I go on with. Okay. Jason, me not hear. Me never hear. Let me see if I hear.
Shut out the big bad sound. No, me never talk. No, you. Where is Imaxit? Okay. Hello. Okay. Checking 1 3. Okay, Jason, me not hear. Me never hear. Let me see if I hear. Shut out the big bad sound. No, me never talk.
Okay, yeah, you're good. It's working. So it have problem on the next one, but not having any problem here. Yes, man. So yeah, because them a bother me, them want to go over 1 hour. I don't know what happened to them, you know, man. I brought my news, bring my information, and then they want me to spend long. Guys, 200 likes, you know. 200 likes for 2 hours. I'm not playing. 200 likes, people. Yeah, man. So Jason, what Walnut says, JD, the same problem you're talking about in J Federation is the same thing in the Asian Federation. Okay, that's nice. Then Walnut you need to come in on one of those days, man, and we can explain, we can chop up things, as to what's going on, you know. So we can try make a difference, you know. The link is pinned for the post match. You can come in and say a piece, all right. Yeah, man. So Jason, yeah, man, me have a bun them out and make them know say, make them know say the girls them gonna always do better because I don't think the man them live in a reality, you know.
Yeah,
period, you know.
There's not the same. There's not the same political game at play as with the men. But to be totally honest, JD, you kind of see it at play in the youth level because you know, there are girls playing over in Jamaica that, you know, play for the various high school teams and the club teams, and they seem to be the ones that get first choice in the youth teams. Whereas in the senior team, there doesn't seem to be any kind of quota at play. The coach just has free rein to pick his players. So I think the next stage of the development would be at all age groups to have a similar mindset, because you can see it at play in the under 20 and under 17s for the girls.
And boys as well, everything else, you know?
Yeah, well, the boys, I would keep touching them. I think at all levels, there's too much corruption in the men's side. And the only team that has seemed to rise above that is the actual senior.
Yes, and that is the most hated football team in Jamaica. We love woman. We say we love woman. We say Jamaica say we are the city of love. We are the city of the world of loving woman. And I've never seen a team so hated in Jamaica. So then what happened? I know woman up on the team. Me not understand, Jason. I know woman up on the team. You get me? Me see Al Travis coming. Yo, dog, a Sunfest me a watch, you know. Cause man now watch girl game, you know. I may say, what? What you mean by it?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people, even friends of mine that I know from Jamaica. They still have not come around to the women's game, and the argument is always, it's just not as fast as the men's game and everything. And I think people need to realize it's a different game. So they cannot expect to see what you see. But I will say this. I don't know if you saw JD, but that the French women's team had a commercial that I think was the best commercial I've ever seen in my life, where they had highlights of the French national team scoring goals, doing plays, Mbappe, Griezmann, Giroud, and all of them. And at the end of the commercial, they said, "You have not actually been watching Le Bleu. You have been watching the women team." And they showed you how they computer generated everything to make it look like man. And it was really the women's team doing all the
Yes,
stuff.
so they are trying to convince people. And guys, let me give you some
Trying to show
let me give you
you.
some reality check. Women's football growing faster than men's football. And performance wise, like ticket sales in certain countries, excluding England, doing better than men's football. And some of the best returns in the entire world is actually ladies football. All right. So I guess the real world catching up and realize that the games are less toxic and more football centric, and football playing. You get me? And to be honest, even the videos them that we do, it's much more better. The girls' football videos are just better because everybody have to be educated before they speak. Sorry, but yeah, I be a ego working at the man them conversation. So even when they know the truth and I tell a man, say, brother, I see it say, you must say I want to you. Me did see it yesterday and I beat it say. You get me? And it's an unnecessary argument. But in the girls' football, everyone is educated. People from worldwide just love the thing, man, and I just love the thing. Yeah, but people they're gonna always say other things, Jason, because they're always gonna say it's not football I'm watching, but especially one Jason Ferran in the chat, Yeah, man. Chippy said it's disappointing. JD, some of us in the space. Yes, man, it's embarrassing, man. Embarrassing, man. And I still need to send in the video to Jason of when politics was shut up about elephant man. I'm gonna send it to you. I forgot. I'm gonna look for it as soon as I'm done. You get me? And you realize how long this thing was seeping in our culture, and we never nip it in the bud. That's why it's in front of our culture now, and that's what is happening to us now. You get me? I see man never do one studies of football in the world, and I him there Jamaica tell people say him know the most about football. We have a attitude. They have an attitude. Some of us we don't know nothing, like zero, and our
No, but
confidence
not
match
not only that.
not knowing nothing. And them they are the most
Not only that.
bad people in this world. Don't know nothing, no research, nothing. Don't like bad to the conversation, but we confidence is
Not
so
only that.
high, and we lead people pitting down the road. You understand me? We need to improve our society. I'm gonna post the thing in the Discord so others can watch it as well. And you realize how long we make dunceness to take over our culture. Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, because not only that, right? The person, whoever in question could be talking about a topic and they will actually tell it themselves. Like, I don't really know much about this, but they're talking about it anyway. And if you try to challenge the person talking, the people in the chat will come at you and say, "How could you be talking about this?" And the man is telling you how it go. But the man also just told me that he don't know about it. So you can't, you understand? It's like, just because you like the person bringing you the message don't mean the message
That
is
is
true, or vice
exactly what
versa.
Sir P said 3 years ago on the Elephant Man matter. And me I laugh and me I say, damn. But the same thing me I see today. Me literally see people can just come to Jamaica, beat up a pitney, kill a pitney. And because them have some fame, them just get away with it. And the whole away just like it and move. Yeah, man, I want to hear, man. One more hit song, as what Sir P would say. One more hit song. And then we'll pass it. You get me? We have to move from that level, man. We have to take back our country, man. Take back our country from this dunceness, man. Start actually try go to people where try sell proper thing to get the country back together. Yeah, man, try it, man, because that's what I hold back with men football right now. Because you have a lot of man, them don't know nothing about football, and them get in the position from a long time, and them just milk it because of that them get them food from. That them get them food from. You understand me, Jason? And them just dead here, and them not dead here because them certified. And me just see the same thing happen again, you know. Jamaica is the only society where you don't have to actually be educated in a nothing to get the position. You just need to have a links to somebody. And until that time change, and we're still in football here, people. We are still in football here. Alright, so football, Jamaica is the only society in football you don't have to actually educated on the matter to get the job. So then what you do then? In Jason, where you come there for do? Can you come there for? Or you come there for actually do the job? Me not try look somebody to improve the job. So how can I hire somebody when I know the job? Oh, that makes sense. Me hear the president. Listen to this, guys. You're the president out of his mouth, people. Hear the president out of his mouth. The president for football now. Him know say the Dalton win, the name is Jason, right? The guy that they fired, right?
Yeah,
Dalton win.
Dalton win. Yeah.
Him know say Dalton win never know nothing. No, go on Sportsmax, guys. The man say him know say Dalton win never know nothing. Pretty much say the man head tough. And him that try bring him on. So you see, that the same corner shop mentality. It's not me saying it, you know. Go on Sportsmax. So,
And
how can I
the
hire
hilarious,
man?
the hilarious thing about that is that the man had the job so long and he never uttered anything like that until the whole problem occurred.
Yeah, come tell me, say the man never know nothing. So, oh, you mean the man never know nothing? So then, oh, him get the job. People, these things are factual things we're talking. Go on Sportsmax and check it. So, how can a man have a job and him don't know nothing? Then you fire the next man and then hire next man. And pretty much you come and tell me saying they know nothing either.
Well, when it comes on to like the football stuff, he don't really know anything. I mean, he might have more of a background in business and accounting, but as far as the football dealings goes, he's learning on the job just like the other man.
So you see so guys, we have a legitimate reason to complain. So this is why we can't get anywhere, because the only people said that, listen to me, man, me I go buy it, me I go get money, me I go beg GoFundMe around the world for go a World Cup, and then me I go fight for the rest of the world are the girls them. Are the girls them does do everything off them own, and them seems to be better off. So really and truly, it just looks like say people for us disassociate. So Reggae Boyz might have for us disassociate himself from Jamaica period, you know, and just know say we are play for Jamaica, but we ain't in that federation, you know, man. Man's rich, you know, man. Make me pay for my own thing myself, you know. So maybe that's how the Reggae Boy. You see something like that, Jason? How the Reggae Boys can reach a better place? Just hire the coach themselves, because them have a heap of money. Pay the coach them for themselves and just run the Reggae Boys to themselves, just like the Reggae girls. I think that's not a bad idea, you know.
Yeah, well, you had said it all along. I think you got a lot of pushback that, you know, the best way forward would be to eliminate the people in power that have ties to any clubs and any land and anything, and all they care about is the progression of the football. Don't have nothing to do with, you know, this player better than this player because he grew up here or whatever. It will just be evaluation of talent based on nothing but their talent. Because I think that's what happens. Too many factors get in the way and block the actual talent evaluation, and we start bringing other metrics that don't even matter. And then we can never find the best team. How many times have we ever? And of course, it's going to be impossible. If you're a fan, you're going to have your favorite or whatever. But we can all agree, every squad that come out, there's like a consensus 2 or 3 people that everybody says should be there.
Yeah.
No matter where you come from, right? And to me, that's all down to the fact that other metrics besides the actual talent evaluation are at play. Because anytime you make it about talent and football, the teams would be easy to pick. But we have to think of all these other variables that the JFF and hierarchy going to be thinking about. Where the player born, who going to get the transfer fee, blah, blah, blah. See them thinking of all these things that don't really better the football. It does better people pocket. So until we get out of that mentality, we're going to always have these issues and conversations.
Yeah, man. I think that's the best way, you know. Maybe the reggae boys, a reggae boy that have just somebody like Sidela Mali need to just come in, find a way out to just start sponsor the reggae boys and just take it over. You know? Take it over. And I think that's when the reggae boys will really go the level, because now you're not gonna have two players like you said, then oh, you know, the world is play for this team, man. And then the coach have to come and, you know, and have to make up a story, because remember Paul I'll make up a story, you know, yo, 17 plus 7 equal 55, and you know 4 years down the line, the quality and the age group have to be 97 for you have to win the World Cup. All sorts of metric when we know him not believe in her. Him have to say. You understand me? Every coach come to Jamaica after just find that story, if I tell you. It is because we have a culture where we force things. And it's not real. You can't manufacture things. It's not going to be a success. Please tell me which one of the footballers we truly think is a success. Since Ricardo Gardner, Ricardo Fuller. I don't think they're a success, you know. I actually don't think they're a success from them, you know. I don't think, you know. Maybe you can say my boy did the defensive central. We are 1700 years old.
Probably
Austin is
would have been
only the last
one,
success, you know. You can't force things. You can't force things. If you're good, you're good. You're going to get there. You can't manufacture things and force it to happen. You know why? Because when...
And I know even like if you take out mainland Europe and you just say MLS. And I know a
Blake,
part of it is how they restructured, you know, who you can have, but there's only really one MLS player that has, well, I wouldn't say one. Alvas has been in there a while.
Yeah,
now.
but Alvas will not cement himself in there either. But you said Blake cemented himself.
Well, Blake is like a perennial all-star. So yes, of course. But I'm saying Alvas Powell has been in the MLS for like what, 8 years now?
Yeah, but Fisher in the MLS for a billion years too as well. So Corey Burke in MLS as well too. So
oh yeah, Burke.
So Burke, we can say Burke as well too. And Javian Brown in MLS, but yeah. I don't think we don't. But I'm just saying that it shows that when we have talent. Did Blake play for Jamaica? Was it Jamaica? It forced for Blake go to college.
No, it was his performance. It had nothing to do with Jamaica anything.
And he was standout in college, and they picked him in the draft. Stand out. They picked him from a draft and have him as a number one.
At the time he was the first goalkeeper taken with the first pick.
So you see that, guys? You see that? And that is quality. So you don't have to force ripe anything, because that is quality. The man come in and the man just turn up instant. That is quality. But yeah, it's rough, man. So really and truly, we are saying, man, just fight, man. I love that we have Cephas and all them, man, play for clubs without playing for Jamaica. You understand me? Yes. Because it showed them that they need to stop use this metric, man. Yeah, man. As what I've said, I think somebody need to come in from Sidela. All right. And we have Alj said, JD, is Hutchinson capped? He played for Jamaica 2 times, Alj. So that means he's a Jamaican player, because that's what's on the thing. So what should I say? He's a non-capped Jamaican player that played for Jamaica. To put out a lot more words. And that's what you want me to say? Boy, I'm telling you, man. JD,
well, based on the FIFA rules and his age, he really and truly one more game with captain. He's played 2.
Yeah, but as what I've said, Jason, the man's them, they're coming. I don't know if it's a group they do come from, but they just come one time with a billion stories, you know. That's why I said you can't change your mind with the facts. You can't change your minds with the facts, because they have already made their mind up. Aldri is a guy that always come here. I show him respect, but yeah, he's a part of the cult, you know, the cult.
Okay, so that question is what you would call a loaded
Yes,
question.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
That's why I answered it that way. JD, regarding the
That's it.
Reggae Boys, some of the players should also be blamed. Before the Gold Cup, so-called star players didn't turn up for camp and use injury as an excuse. We saw the result later. And who is that now? Who is that now? Are Ethan Pinnock going to talking? Because Ethan Pinnock going on vacation? Because I saw people sent me Ethan Pinnock on vacation in the US.
Ethan Pinnock
Ethan
was
Pinnock was not
back in
injured.
yard.
He was there with his lady.
No, yeah, he had a
Yes.
different situation. I think he's referring to. I would think he's referring to Bobby Reed and Bailey
Bobby Reed. Oh,
because
Bobby
that's the
Reed
two
and Bailey.
players.
Okay, 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 okay.
Because remember what the coach said that the clubs instructed that they need a few more
Okay,
weeks,
okay.
and that's why they weren't in order,
Okay,
right?
well,
So
you
I'm
should make up.
assuming he can
You
help
should
us,
make up
maybe.
be in mind for him. He should have just said what he wanted to say.
That's true.
Let
That's
him.
true. I will
Yes.
I will allow BM to
But
comment
BM, what
later.
I'm gonna say then, BM, I saw other players saying that they are playing cricket because they are here for selection, and people said that they didn't want to play for Jamaica and they were busy and them stuff there. And the man come up and said that, oh, but I'm playing cricket because I am here waiting for a call up. I didn't get called. I know 4 players that literally came out that people said that they were busy and they said they did not get any call. You know why? Because the man that called them never really called them. They just said they called them. But I told you guys from day one. You just never listened.
Well, the one mystery for me since the Gold Cup was Jamal
Okay.
Lowe. I would love to speak to him
Yes.
directly and just talk to him
Yes.
and say, yo, how it go?
And he's
Because
gonna
I'm
tell you
hearing
that he
all
was
kind
not
of
called.
things.
Straight up.
Yes, because the narrative was that he asked for the time.
Ask for
That's
which
what that's
time.
what the coach told me. That's what the coach told us in the press conference, that Jamal Lowe asked for personal reasons to not be there.
Jamaican football, Jamaican Reggae Boys is not a real thing. That's all I'm going to say to you. Not a real thing. Brother, them and I would do anything for put them false prophets that fails every 2 year and then make up a next false prophet again. Yeah, believe me, because of their ego. That will never stop. It no matter which coach come here, it will
JD,
never stop. Straight up.
JD, I want you to read out Incursion's comment that he just put.
Incursion says, JD, you guys are 100% correct, but you fail to accept the solution, which is development. Nothing is built from the top. But the good thing is, look at it now. Incursion. This is my best answer for that incursion. Nothing is built from the top. Well, we are not talking about football in general in the country. We talked about that just a while ago and how people can improve themselves. Because the problem is we still remain no infrastructure in Jamaica to that level to bring the players them to what they want. So what players have to do is target places where they will get the necessary treatment. We have already answered that. But the national team does not have nothing to do with developing nothing at all in no country at all. That's a sad thing. And if you had
Yes,
research, you
yes.
guys, if you guys have researched, you would have realized, the Jamaica national Reggae Boys team have nothing to do with what do. What you talk about? Nothing at all. It is for the best players to be selected that is eligible to play for Jamaica. Period. It never ever develop nobody. Them not care who you want go for. You saw, you go back in 1950, 50 million, 25 years ago. Was it Deco playing for Portugal, right? Jason Deco playing for Portugal. Nobody did tell him say Cristiano Ronaldo
Yes.
never developed good. You know much man go and play for different country. Me can tell about history coming up. Me I watch football around 25 years solid. Go continuing over 25 years. And what we not talk about, people, it's just not right. We keep on use the national team for sympathy growth. Someone who for seek on own development. It's called seeking education. If you don't have the money, go look the money. Go look at work. You get me? But because we not fight for is not the truth. We not actually hold back Jamaica. I don't see him pitney by doing these things. Una hold back Jamaica
Wow.
on the same
That's
pitney.
really
Because
crazy.
Jamaica will not reach anywhere in football.
That's
And
wild.
then una naga have no more money. And una
I'm
naga continuously fight the JFF. And then we're not gonna reach nowhere none at all at no point. You get me? The national team, if it's up to me, believe me, man, on the ball. Because 95% of them, man, want to pick, nah, get pick. So no better don't make me get all my license and actually become a big coach. I want to try if you give me a job and me get the job. Because you know, a ball are the best player, them I play for the team. You get me?
Yeah,
Yes.
incursion. If development is important, right? There's no developing players in Jamaica has nothing to do with the picking of the national team. We need to improve the people that are charged with developing the
Thank you
local
very much.
talent. That should be the main goal. So you should be more concerned with getting the guys higher educated,
Yes.
right?
Force
And
education upon
getting them
them.
more
Force
certified,
education upon the man
getting
where
them more
develop people in Pitney.
certified.
That's a way you need to do incursion. So all of the man who brag and talk about them a big this and them a big that at them you need to go and force the education on so them can educate the people in Pitney. And actually get them good like the next guys them. You get me? The problem is it's just a short-sighted bad mind. It's just a short-sighted bad mind, Jason, as to people see some people coming at the team where them rich. So what them want to play for Jamaica for? Them always act like said Jamaica national team belong to poor people in a Jamaica, which is not true. It belongs to Jamaica national team. Once you're eligible, you play. Just like track and field, just like everywhere. But the same thing in track and field, the same thing everywhere. Because it's just our culture. But nothing belong to nobody. Me come from the poorest part as well. It not belong to nobody. You get what you deserve, not
But
force feed.
but JD, tell me how this makes sense now. We always say we short of the money,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the players that would more than likely need more money per
Is the poorer players
appearance
them?
would probably be the local
Yes,
players, right?
yes.
So how is it that you wouldn't want to fill up the team with more players that probably wouldn't need
It's
the
tied,
money?
Jason, with the ego of our country. It's our country's people. It's tied with ego. Them want something, but them don't want to actually them don't want to actually accept the reality. When Mikel Antonio come here, Mikel Antonio them literally pay them own money. Them pay them own money. And what Mr. Speed them say them respect the way them man run. Them man not come and ask about the money. Them just pay them money and I eat that and them just do them thing and them come and represent Jamaica. You know why? Because them family say, yo, that I'm a dream me that want to do. So why no one pull on a next man's dream? Them better than everybody what we have in Jamaica. And at the same time, I pay more money for come play for free. For come give we pitting them a future. Wanna listen to that? The man a come give on pitting them a future. And because on the things so wanna have this all new seeing God a come upon the case, you need to drop Mikel Antonio for pick up on the next false God. We're pretty much not educated on football or nothing at all at the time. Because we don't have it. So there's no false pride. And that is the only thing I don't like. And I think that's what the girls them eradicated. Because you see this next man where they come, where they in the position before the girl them get them out, he made a try sell the same thing in the girl football. Him say it out of his mouth. Me I go clip it. Me I go clip it from off our next program and you hear him say it. Say him now go feel happy until him have a full local barn girl team. Because of him try implement it in the boys team. Him said that out of him own mouth. The man him have a built-in ego, which is so sad. When me I hear it, me I say, but me come from Jamaica, you know, my born in Jamaica, you know, so why me not think so? Why my first approach is not bad minding nobody? If me not good enough, me not say me not good enough. Me I go work hard, you know. If me come on Belgium and behave like them, man, I me not reach nowhere. Me da eat out a rubbish pan. You get me? Me da eat out a rubbish pan. Oh, the man them full of pride, so man. Me I tell you, Jason, sometimes it hurt me, man. That's why I try to avoid them girls video. You mean them boys video, you know?
Yeah, you see,
It hurt me, man.
more want you clear that up too. More want you clear that up too. Because we don't want people think Jamaicans not have pride. That is not what we're saying. But you see, the word before pride where JD used at first, false pride, that is really what is at play right here. This is not pride. That's false pride. Because if it was pride, you would have enough pride and understanding to know that regardless where the person born, the minute them run upon the field with the Jamaica badge on them chest, they are just as Jamaican as any of us. or anyone that is Jamaican. And I think that's the part that they can't understand. Like, why is it that you feel different when Antonio score a big goal to when Bailey score a big goal? You shouldn't. It's still a goal for Jamaica, regardless.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. And you see, look at the girl the other day. The little, my little tiny friend there, you know? What's your name again? Number 2. Bad, you know, Jason. Bad, you know. Even though you say me I exaggerate and all sorts of things. And Triple E, I tell me say she has 17. Me never, me so say the player bad. So, when it come on to the girls, them, because through me, just take on to the girls, them, the people might hate me, you know? And I say me I go on with a bag of thing, you know? But anyways, look how she
Yeah.
cried. Look how she has
No,
scream
one.
out and happy. You think so she just sad?
Yeah, man.
Me the America, I'm the England, I just come play for Jamaica. Them feel it, them happy. So why you can't just get onto the band, the wagon, man, and just believe, man? You get me? It not say you're not good
Yeah.
enough. All right, look. Yeah, go ahead, go
And
ahead, go ahead.
Danica, that's how I was just going to tell. Danica made a good point because it's true. JD, all of Jamaica best teams have all the best players from around the world. Look at rugby and lacrosse. But Danica, hear the difference now. You see, with rugby and lacrosse, there is not 7,000 man and woman in Jamaica playing those sports. So they have no problem filling up the team with whoever they can find and winning things with those people. But you see, football, we think that we have great footballers, which we might have some, but they need more development. And that's the bottom line. But because we have some that our talent evaluators think are better than everybody else, that's where the problem lies.
So,
That's why them can't just fill it up with anybody because they need their people who they've been bringing up in it, or else they don't feel like it's for them. You understand? And that's the problem. Those sports don't have any local talent trying to beat out the foreign talent or the overseas talent. Football is different.
yeah.
And I think a part of the reason why the women's team is not as bad as the men's is because the women's football in Jamaica is not as prominent
Oh,
as the
Lord.
men's. And these clubs are not looking to sell
Jason,
players overseas as much as the Harbour.
Jason, me hear man already I say, yo, let me tell you this. Buckley for day the team. This World Cup team. And understand me?
It's
So
it's
it
starting.
start where you talk
It's
about
it's
and the
starting,
forward girl.
It's
What's your name
start.
again? Busy sister.
Not
Atkinson for doing the team. I want you. You know, say Bonnie run this. So Atkinson for come on. Me hear people say that. So believe me, them delusional. The false pride is
No.
unreal.
You know how I knew? When the under 20 was gonna happen, right? I was saying why we don't have Soleil Washington or any other girl that could make it that I've seen playing with us for the big team. And everybody was telling me, no, man, we're right, man. Remember, say, our under 17 team wicked enough. Enough of them girls that come up with them. And I'm thinking to myself, but I've seen Soleil Washington play. She's good enough to make our actual national team. So why wouldn't you want her if she was available for the U20
No.
tournament? Having that player could have made a big difference in the past.
Because you have some identifiers, talent identifiers that Mr. Speed, that is dealing with licensing in Jamaica, saying that we fail the kids them because we don't have that level of talent identifier and actual coaching to get them to the level. Saying that these girls are better than the next girls them. Saying that these boys are better than the next boys them. So if you can't identify nothing, you don't certify it in nothing. So then, you get to have your say as to what is good.
Right.
Help me now. How
Right.
is it? Help me now. Make it make sense. Because only a Jamaica this can make sense. Only on planet Earth. The man that's dealing with the licenses come out says, nobody in there have identifying a talent. But we're going to still try give some man some position because he might try help himself and improve himself. Alright, then we skip past that. We eat apply. Then the same man where I come third string, them I decide who is good enough. So man I play in the English Premier League and him I tell you say, no, a man will never play football for him born better than the next man here. Then what certificate you have because you couldn't get a job off your own until somebody force you in a position as to what we do every day. You get me? Everybody else were outside or come from outside Jamaica have to actually be qualified for what they do. But everybody inside Jamaica have to just forced in position. That is just a clear bias that we cannot deny. It's just a lot. It's just a false thing. It's a false pride because these guys don't know what they're talking about. We see them in multiple positions. They need to do the job now. They get the job. Well, look, Fuzzy. We saw Fuzzy under 20s. Good, solid team. Got dominated in the end by Damrep. Damrep go to the World Cup. Got slapped up by everybody because once they're good, they just rule over everybody. Right. Fuzzy, get the U23s because them fire him and hire him back again because nobody else never did there. Because we can't, we go look somebody outside and pay them, actually pay them and do things as a business. We can't do that. So we have to just put the Ponzi scheme and then get the other man them. Okay, get the other man them. No, nobody else exists. Fuzzy, come back again. And then put the next man we're inside there where them say win a whole heap of title and him do a whole heap of thing. Put the two of them together. You 23s, go back. No training, no nothing. Because that one I go use excuse now, you know, after on the field. They drew one match. They drew two matches, right? Two matches, Jason. Was it two matches? Jason is still here?
Oh, you
It's
talking
the
about
CSC
CAC?
game. We just give the people the facts. They drew two matches, right? Yeah, man, they drew two matches. They drew two matches. All right. And got 6 from Costa Rica. Yes, so they go there and I'm telling you, only one of the matches, you know, Jamaica had any chance of getting something out of the game. Only the first match with Honduras, they deserved to get a draw out of that at least. But Honduras was still a better team. The next game, they got rubbed off the pitch from the first, second. And then the last game for Guatemala, I don't know how on earth Jamaica come off that game without getting 9-0. The ball have to lick the bar 16 times. Ball go over the line. I'm going to go back and replay it and the referee don't call it. Because look at no goal line technology there. The amount of chance and the amount of thing happening in that game for we to come off the field. In a 1-1 position. Alright, I will get 2 points there, no problem. But we not say we're actually better than them region here. We not say we're better than them region here. Alright then, so you give him an next opportunity then. He didn't do anything. He didn't prove anything. We didn't learn nothing from that again. But he's going to get a job again. He's going to get a next job again. So why you can't just hire somebody who can do the damn job from day one and pay the man? Or don't use the program then. Simple. Because if you could keep on misleading people with these things, it don't make no sense because you're not going away because it proves. And I can add up more stories again and the same failure comes. And because you're not knowledgeable towards the thing, you can't tell me that you can have players from right around the world and everybody that's coming to Guatemala and just run past you and just run circles around you.
Yes. Question, JD. What is John Wall's title?
Me no know, you know. Me no know, you know. That man, me no know, you know. Me no know, you know. Maybe just collect information.
Because I remember when he was there, I heard assistant coach to the men's and also the men's under 20.
That's what I heard.
Okay, I just wanted to see if I was the only one that heard that or
Yeah,
what.
but as I say, people, we are not in good shape as to the boy side of football. You know, ladies are doing much better in Jamaica. Sad to say, but that's happening. And ladies football are doing much better in Jamaica as well. It's not a coincidence. Ladies runners are doing better in Jamaica than the men's. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. None at all. None at all, people. And we need to have the strong conversation and have the balls to do it. And it's because we need to revisit our ego. Go back our yard and really look at ourselves and say, boy, we're really good enough? Are we just fooling ourselves? And how can we approach it? You know? So somebody coach them. Just go back to school, man. Take a plane. Go on school. Go on country. For a little time. If you work for the JFF, you tell them, say, give me 78,000 US dollars. Give me a letter. I'm going to go to Europe to try to get myself educated and come back. You get me? Just do them, stop them, man, for better yourself. And you're going to better the country as well. You know? Yeah, we have to go down the road, man, or else we're gonna be in this spin cycle for a long, long time and come and tell we say, yeah man, we're great, man, we have talent because we get Germany and you and we get this and that. How much people at Jamaica? 3 million, you? You just name two people. And the two people for 20 years that they just tell me. Just two people man tell me for 20 years, you know. And I tell me say we have talent, you know.
Yeah, man. When you say we can produce creative midfielders, those are the two names you hear, and neither one of them really made it outside of Jamaica. You know, so I don't
And it
know.
come back down to
I don't know.
we identify talents to say them great. So nobody else in the world never say them great. You understand me? So it comes back down to we and we false pride again. I tell ourselves say that man are great and we know same great. But everybody else we are scout on planet Earth great. And not the same great.
You know how heavy your false pride have to be to tell somebody that you know you're not good at something and then turn around and still do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That take like an incredible level of false pride, you know. To tell people that you know you're not the best at something, but then turn around and still be the person to do that something.
Facts, man. So we need to do better, people, in the man's part and the ladies' part. Congratulations. Keep on moving up. Keep on making the country proud, you know, and setting the standard as what we need to do in order for reality to set in. And it's one Jamaica. You get me? Other people just do their jobs and develop the kids them in the local side. Take all the money that these big teams winning because because the people them still say them now get them money. So take them money and do something with it then. And that's the next conversation, you know. These people actually making money, you know. The one Jamaica system making money, you know, for them, you know. You get me? The boys them come third the other day or come fourth, third or whatever. Third, fourth. And the girls them then they work
Yeah,
up a draw game. And if they win against Panama, you know how much money that added to their bonuses. Okay, so
yeah, can you get more for the
me
win?
no hear
Yeah.
people say them are not Jamaican, no. When them a try win games, them a defend. And a fight, them a win games. So you give me the stick this out of our head, man. Just support the people them and just love the people them and just collect the money and put it in the youth development so we can get more kids off the street. You get me? We can get more kids off the street and see if we can do better. But what we're talking about, people, we're not gonna see the fruits for that for no time soon. We're not gonna see the fruits for what we're trying to create for no time soon. You get me? Um, I had the best coaches for the youngest teams. Our Jamaican coaches are just not good enough, like you said. But that's what I said. But we need money. We need money to do so. And the only way we can do it is to make sure them big look incursion. The problem is, you know, we don't have any sponsors, right? We have some people come in and give you $5 million for make a trip and give you 10 million over for make a trip. Well, the FIFA Concacaf give you over 5 million US dollars, so that is close to more of $1 billion rather than the $10 million. Aside from that, the only big money you can get for a federation is to win competitions, qualify for competitions. You get me? So wouldn't you always want to have the best option alive, Jason, to qualify for the big competition and to get more money, to inject in your system, to get it faster done? Because remember, once you spend the $5 million, you know, it's done, you know. You get me? You can't get the 5 million
Yeah,
back
but
until 5 year time, you know.
I think a part of the issue, JD, is like people just want everything so fast. So that we just said would require some patience, require us to get the things in place, qualify, win the things, and that's time, right? Whereas them look at it like, okay, we get this youth 10 game in our national team, get a good agent, sell him, we get the money in our pocket the next day. And that's the real issue, JD. The money can be made in other ways, but it just requires more patience and planning. And nobody don't want to do that part. Everybody just want the money part. So that really I hold it up as well. The thinking that you have to get the money today, when the money you get today is actually a smaller money than what you would have get if you put the plan in place and you do it over time.
How much players Jamaica sold for 5 million in its history? We have to go back to that. You know.
5 million?
Over 5 million in its history. Because that's the money that no 10 million. How much players Jamaica ever sold in its history for 10
Zero.
million? Are you?
Oh, that's a lie. Two.
In its history, a transfer for 10 million. A player ever sold from Jamaica for a transfer of 10 million? Or after
You mean like
transfers?
from Jamaica? You mean
Yes,
from Jamaica?
yeah, because that's what you said. We want to
No,
use the
never.
national team to get some players in. So
Never, never.
it never happened in
Zero.
history, and it not
Yeah.
happen for a long time. It not happen for a long time. So if you know that not going to happen for a long time because it never happened, none at all, we only have 3 more years to wait to qualify, and then we get 10 more million, and not just 10 more million. People will want to rush success, and we are going to still get the 5 more million. So that looks like we have 15 to we have 15 to 20 million US dollars packed in right there to start a proper development in Jamaica based off the quality that we have only in the boys game. I'm not talking about the girls, because I think the girls, it's going to be tough for the girls to qualify again. But if they set this in place, they can qualify again. And believe me, by the next World Cup, it's woman football will pay 5 million to qualify. It's 1 million to qualify now. By the next World Cup, a 5 million. So 4 years from now, a 5 million. Just watch. 5 million from 4 years from now. Just watch. Because it was 700,000, I know it's 1.8 million, It's a jump from there because the amount of support the ladies for World Cup get, it's a jump. So it's the best time for we to utilize our actual big diaspora that we have to go out and try get this money. This is the perfect way to save Jamaican youths. And because of our false pride and we're lacking effort to seek education as to know what the truth is, that is what boosting our false pride. You understand me? Because if everyone knows the amount of money you get when you qualify and those stuffs, and every single thing, like all just sit down and read all the things, then you would have realized that what the JFF doing at this point is just the best way. It's just the best and only way possible. It could have even been better if they just take out this, stop picking a bag of local man where say them not reach nowhere, and you have to pick them for either them get caps, you have to pick them for themself for your team or whatever something. Just cut out the whole of that foolishness, pick the right players and put them out, make them go win the money and come back and Jamaica nice again. You get me? In 10 years time we can start see the fruits of that labor to what we actually did there. So if Jamaica qualify in the next 4 years or 3 years, it's 10 years after you're going to see the true fruits for that labor. You get me? That's all you're going to see because the money have to inject in the society and then after it's going to come out. So when those kids reach 10 years old, that's when you're going to start seeing them because if Jamaica qualified to World Cup, easy well 4 or 5 state-of-the-art facilities built up. Easy well. And then you have people coming on to support them. So it's not going to just build up, it's going to be sustained because of the support, because people saw that there is a hope towards something. And the more Jamaica do better, as in less crime and violence, is the more their businesses flourishes, Jason. So it's connected to fix Jamaica and a whole. But people don't think so deep because they are just on the quick dance badness thing. Me say me say I'm done. Nobody now have the time to research nothing and see the big circle. Say football are one of the only way can stop Jamaican crime and violence. One of the only damn way. And the only damn way is actually what we're doing now, which is the best players them to maximize our chances because others going out for it. So people hope you listen to me clearly and just understand where I'm coming from because I'm a kid of the ghetto as well. And I want the best as well. But I'm not going to sacrifice one man in my team now for false pride, for an entire nation to be educated. I am not going to ever do that. I am going to always stick to my plan to get the whole nation educated. As to footballers, I'm talking about the footballers them and an opportunity to come out. So don't get it misconstrued what I'm trying to say. All right? Yes, other areas people can focus on that, and I think the football will actually the success of the football will be dispersed in different areas as well. You understand me? So people, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm telling you, it's the right way and the only way. Winston says we don't have the facilities and with all to develop players, fully to compete with the players over the world. No, no. But that is the
Yeah,
opportunity.
but Winston, at the same time, Winston, what is the reasoning behind like African countries being able to sell players direct from Africa for 10 million? Like they don't have the facilities or the resources either.
Facts, facts,
So
facts.
it's something else that's going wrong besides just
Uh,
that. We need to stop to be so quick to say we can't do things for money. Sure, that we're not going to change that overnight. We're not going to just have money all of a sudden. But what we can do is better educate the ones that are tasked with developing the players. Because Africa does not have an abundance of money or resources
facts.
either. But they consistently export players straight from their country into academies for money and big teams for money. So what is the difference? That's what we need to get to the bottom of.
Facts, facts, Jason, facts, facts. So, um, yeah, people, we need to work at it. We need to work at it, man. You see, I said I'm coming here to spend 30 minutes and you see, make me go down in a deep reasoning. Boy, I want to, with the Jamaican content, Jamaican content around for reason, things, out with the politics, Shane Bart, okay. Shane Bart, I don't know nothing about those things. I just care about Jamaica being better, And we have to just identify the truth and just realize the truth. Somebody tell you that you're not good enough, they are not telling you that they are not good enough. And why am I saying that? It sounds confusing, right? Okay, well, if you can't solve mathematics now, oh, you're not good enough to solve mathematics now, but it's not the end of the road. Go down the road and actually learn to solve the mathematics and return. Or go somewhere else. But you're going to be educated. At least you learn something. I've always said this. This is the thing that I use, Jason, to come when I come to Europe. And said, this is what I'm going to use. You see, even if I go and fail, Jason, on a test, and I get 65 and a 70 at the pass mark, I pass 65 of the way. A 5% I want. So me learn something and me go back. So it's not a failure, it's just a motivation to actually achieve what I truly want. So my
Yeah,
achieving
that is
grade is
true.
70, but I got 65. So you know what? I'm gonna work hard. I've learned 65% of the things. So I'm gonna learn the extra 5% needed or more and go back and do it. That is my plan. So I am not downbeat if I fail in anything. You know why? Because I never failed. I learned something, but it's just not required. It's just not the required standard for me to get through this time. But believe me, next time I'm coming back, the gate will be opening. All right? Yes, because I'm going to get the required extra points. Because I'm not going to let myself down. So when people tell you you're not good enough, you're not good enough for this level. But you need to go and find out what level you are at now and what extra is required for you to actually go up there. And that is what keeps you and make you become billionaires. Remember me telling you. Have those attitude and believe me, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. I'm in Belgium and I saw me come to Belgium and getting work for people. That's coming from Europe. And I'm coming from Trenchtown. Don't know nowhere in a Belgium. And I can promise you, sometimes my lady asks me if I'm me born a Belgium. Because me know every corner, every road, and me a call for get people work. We come from Poland, we come from Croatia, Chechnya, all of those places that I first me ever hear about them places there in my life. And me never go to school and me get to work for them because my attitude. And those people respect me to a different level because I never saw it as failing. And remember, I'm in a country that does not speak English. You get me? And I came here with my attitude and believe me. And I'm not saying I never came here and said, oh, I'm better than everybody. I'm better than everybody. I'm half a pass. And then when I feel now, I drop down. Oh, give me some ice for my head. Oh, God. And yes, them can't reach the way. That is false pride. When you fool yourself and then believe in yourself so much, so when you drop down, you can't get up. And we have too much of those people. And that's how the fear we just feel. Is because we never actually properly assess nothing and we believe in our own hype. So we can't really get up back and rally tomorrow. You get me? Look at it. You have a perfect example. My channel shut down. Yeah, what I hear me say? I have learned enough. So we are going to be back here, and believe me, in no time, we are going to be back where we are. You know why? Because I knew what I did. So I know what I need to do again to reach there. And I did the same thing. In 1 year time, we have 17,000 subscribers on both platforms. So that tells you that I was learning something in the metrics that grew channels. You understand me? And that's how I approach every single thing. And believe me, approaching things like that, you cannot stop have money. You will always have money if that's the approach. All right. So if you think you go down the egotistic road, that's why you suffer, and that's why you're going to continue to suffer. All right. If you can't have the reality attitude going forward, you get me? Yeah, man. Uh brother Jason, lot of good academies in Africa. Also look at it more contextual, Jay. Not just facilities, bro. Okay, well, you should have just expanded a little bit more so you could have understand. Are you a keen guy, JD, without no, man, I'm just always, I do everything 100%, everything 100%. You get me? Yeah, man. And I keep telling people anywhere I do go, just try your best and get as much information, get as much data everywhere you go. Store it and go back, or go to the next place that requires it and additional amount that you want, and you will always be successful. And everything I've applied that same logic since I've left Jamaica to come in Europe, it turned into a success. Even things that I've tried in Jamaica, it never worked out because of the same people that I had in Jamaica. The same thing worked without a problem here, without a problem. You know why? Because none of those people was actually here. So I eliminated the problem and got the additional things to it, and it just work. You understand me? So, people, man, just check yourself, man. Check yourself, man. So some of the ball, check on yourself and just know. So, yeah, yeah.
JD, all gone.
We are here, you know. We are here. How are you doing?
You gonna send me there in the Discord all long bridging. Just a wait till done talk so I can make a point that I was thinking
Okay,
about.
so then, why I am you don't think what I'm saying is relevant for you to bad me up?
I'm not saying that. I'm
No,
just
but you tell
waiting
me
for you
saying a
to
see me in a
acknowledge me
Discord,
being
brethren,
in here.
brother,
Yeah.
I know you bad me up in a big man. All right, my way I do you know.
Yeah, man. But on a serious note, though, this is something I'm gonna hear on a lot of our platforms. I don't hear it discussed
Mm-hmm.
often or brought up. I said it in the comment section. What is the purpose of the Ministry of Sports and Culture? Right? You are talking about development now. That's the topic that we're on currently,
I
right?
reached to 9 minutes, you know,
Development.
9 minutes left, you know, so and that I go in our next
Hey, the
topic, yeah.
man, yeah.
That me make it, you know. But
Let me make my
yeah, man,
point, man.
make a
Let me make my
point.
point.
Cause yeah, man, get my
So
bad man.
Ministry of Sports and Culture, aren't they supposed to be the ones that are investing in terms of when it comes to facilities, in terms of when it comes to just showing in the youth, making sure the youth get the proper
Mm-hmm.
training, making sure our coaches are at the right level in terms of getting the proper
Uh,
license. What does the ministry of is that a part of their job criteria? I could
No,
be
I
wrong,
think you are
so that's
slightly
why I'm
wrong because the
asking.
Football Federation, FIFA is
Okay,
managed is the manager for football in the world. The world
I
funds
get
is
that.
dispersed towards football in the world. Jamaica, nothing government can't interfere with no FIFA related thing. That's why they put a J
I'm not talking about FIFA,
big ba-
JD. I'm not talking strictly
so
about FIFA.
let me
Me I
bad
talk
man,
about in
bad man.
terms of
If you make me land in a bad man, you got hear me say and they can counter it in a big boss. That's what me telling you. You ask me a question and me answer a big man. So just hold on a bad man, cause a bad man in name from today and not no more bad man in name. All right. Anyways, look, how much more? You know the budget for sports overall? You would have dropped down. All right. You know the budget. You know the budget JFF get. I want you to go and get the both budget for sport in Jamaica and the budget for what JFF gets to take care of football in Jamaica. and then you would have realized where I'm coming from. Well, the governing body is responsible for sport. All right, you mean for football? FIFA is responsible for that, and JFF is connected to FIFA. JFF is the outlet for FIFA inside the country. They have to be the one developing pitches, developing football, and developing coaches to a certain extent, and actually leading the way to improve football in the country. Because if players are sold from the country, it has to go through them as well, and they get a check off it. The leagues in the country, they get a check off it as well. You get me? So they are responsible for football. So it's almost a no-no to say that government.
I'm not saying that they're not responsible. You're not getting my point. I'm not saying that at the end of the day, when it comes to football, that trumps everything. JFF is in charge, right? But isn't ministry the Ministry of Sports and Culture? Aren't they the governing body of the JFF? That is my question to you.
No. The governing body for JFF is FIFA. Yes,
it's FIFA. Okay,
and Minister for Sport have to just try and back up if the JFF maybe lack some funding because they can't get extra sponsor, and that's how they have to come in, because they can't even and they have to give them the money in a certain way as well. Big boss, Juras, they can't just flat out give them like that, you know. You understand me? Juras, we're gonna get some people. We're gonna get some people to show you how powerful the JFF is with a stranglehold over football in the country and federations. I'm gonna show you how powerful there is. Yeah, the wicked man.
So put football to the side for a minute, right? We're talking sports in general. We know this is a football stream. Football we are talking about. But sports on a whole. Isn't the Ministry of Sports and Culture, aren't they responsible for, as I said before, development and all of them something? Because I don't get the question in terms of providing proper facilities, in terms of putting more facilities in neighborhoods and so forth. Isn't that the Ministry of Culture's job? Ministry of Sports and Culture's job?
Yes, to an extent, but I don't think they have the capital, Juras. And that's why we can't see it. But even that question can answer in a two-part way, you know. Because of football being so successful over the world, even though the Minister of Sports is there, football should not be one of the main supportive sport. It should be the other sports, because the capital that comes in from FIFA should be able to sustain football in the country with their sponsors. You get me? So I know you're trying to put it broad base, but I think if they exclude football, which they said they gave football most of the money. They actually said that the last time in a Juros, that they spend the most of the money on football. So most of their budget on football as well. So that means the JFF took the FIFA money and their budget and take some of the sponsors and still don't have enough. So what? My question to you then, how much money to really develop football in Jamaica?
Not talk about money. I focus on money. I know it takes. Sorry, man. Watch out, something. I know it takes money to do things, right? I understand that, but I'm talking about other factors. But forget that. You do my research. You'll do your research, and we'll come back. And I think this would be a good topic in terms of to discuss, because from what me hear about how France ended up building their footballing culture, right? Was that the government decided to get involved and started to push in terms of getting facilities and so forth. So that's along the basis of where my question is coming from.
Okay.
If other countries can do it,
but
go ahead, Jason.
You said a key thing just now. The government decided, right? So that would mean then that the French Federation is really the one tasked with it, but because the government saw fit that they weren't doing enough, they jumped in. Right? So that should kind of, unless Jamaica has a different policy, that should kind of answer your question right there.
But you understand my question in terms of their job? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
But I think also, if you remember, back when we qualified for the World Cup or a little bit before, the Sports Development Foundation was founded. And I believe that as an organization in Jamaica, that is the one tasked with developing facilities in the country. Because they had a major push after we qualified, building mini stadiums and basketball courts around.
Okay, good. And who's in charge of that, Jason? Not the
Currently, I
government in
don't
charge of
know.
that.
Yes,
But all right,
it
so make
is.
who guess.
No,
Make who
we
guess.
not
We're
gonna
gonna be
guess.
the
We're
government.
gonna research.
I'm not JD.
I can answer that,
Yeah, we're
Juras.
gonna do research. Yeah, man.
The
Mhm.
government does run the STF. Yes, that is a fact.
Okay, cool. All right. All right. So what me I try to say? I believe whether or not it is the Ministry of Sports and Culture that is in charge of the JFF or as I said, FIFA, the governing body. That's fine, understand. But I feel for us to get to another level, just like how you're saying, Jason, how they came and they stepped up when we qualify
Mm-hmm.
and them start the this and that. Why we can't get back to a level and make a push like not only a push, but make it a thing, just like what France did do, where it's something that the government is a part of and it's something that they're intent on. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do want to say
Okay,
in terms of that. And I wanted to
okay,
inquire
bad
about
man.
with that,
Okay,
you
bad
know?
man.
With
Okay,
that,
bad man. Me hear you. Well, we are gonna research. I gave you something to research,
with
sir.
the
I'm going to research and
Yeah,
yeah,
report.
man. You look,
that's not a bad idea to dig deeper into. I don't mind this discussion, but yeah, that's something
Jason,
that
I
would
know that
require some,
I know that make him a bad man. You know, man, I come in a bad me
no,
up
no, no,
like
me
him
no
have no
want
respect for me.
you,
Yo, down in the ear, say a long time there, so me.
you know long with
But me not see you.
you know long with in the room
But
of
me not
it,
see you
Virgin.
done.
Like a
I
good
do.
Brother, you have to fix your tone when you talk to people, you know. You see me? Cause me show you respect, you know. Yeah, you know what I gotta do? See,
And
since you're a
Juras,
bad man, since you're a
when
bad
you
man now,
forward in,
what me I gotta do? Me I gotta make sure I put it on the screen so when people come in, me I gotta fix that. All right.
yeah,
So you
better
know I gotta have the
respect.
bad man a bad me up. Me I gotta know say Juras there. I say, all right, Juras you can come in. So my fault. I'm gonna add that to the stream as well. All right, bad man. Yeah, man.
and all the people who say JD and a Jamaican. See, him a Jamaican. You see him not take
No,
no bother
man.
you see.
I don't tell man. So me never.
No done body more already. It's alright. You just have to quiet sometimes, you know? You have to quiet
All right,
and
big man. All
you
right,
know?
all right.
JD I'm a boy still.
Me,
JD I'm a boy
me,
still.
boy. Yeah, the man I like this, me again put
Yeah,
him up
your
right,
man,
you know.
hear
Me
me.
boy.
Yeah, with
You
the
see
man
them
fit
stop
it
me, you
now.
know. All
No man,
right,
nothing of the way
all
then.
right. You know what? Me gonna leave him alone, people. People no soon
Slang.
make me come for 2 hours,
We
you know.
live in
And you make a man
American
at this.
slang.
Me no want go America. Me no like America. No, me I go America next year. But me
Okay.
never want to leave America, so me no want to hear no slang from America. Cause me no nobody boy.
Understand.
You
All right, youth
you know
sound
what? Let
better.
me just leave this brother alone. Just talk where talk your talk. Bad man. Talk your
But you're
talk, you
talking
know? It's a,
already. You're sure you are
yeah, me
hosting.
now was no more show, me done. And that me make some man know, me done. Alright?
Yeah, man, but on a serious note, man, I could do some research on that and you know,
Yeah,
find
man.
out
So a
thing.
Friday, let me say, what day today?
Yeah.
Today a Monday, right? Monday. So around
Remember,
Thursday.
say some marathon World Cup day.
Make
Some
sure I tell him say
marathon
around
World Cup
Thursday.
day come.
Around Thursday, I'm gonna get that guy. You know, say Jamaica come fourth. Jamaica
Oh,
come top three in a something in a drew. So we can't miss the game. All right.
and
So we now go talk with.
of course,
Jamaica win the
Yeah,
World Cup,
man.
so JD. Sorry.
Yeah, man. I still like Brazil still, man. Me I tell her today. Me I watch Jason. Me I tell her Jamaica still. Um um. Uh,
yeah, man, Brazil look different. Brazil look up. But they work
I
at what
tell you,
time, so wow.
Brazil are number one, man. Brazil are number one, people. Jamaica they are number three. No, Brazil are number one and two,
So
and Jamaica they are
we
three.
are put a
No,
second,
Brazil
brother.
too.
Cause you keep
Jason,
on
the
say
Brazil they are
three.
two as well. You know, see what going on. Brazil they are one and two, people. How about not talk about Jamaica they are third.
Yeah, top men and
Them
okay.
they are what? No, what me talk with man and man and Juras. I want it. What Juras I do? What am I do, Jason? Him no know what we talk about. The man said,
Oh, no, get what you're saying.
wait, one.
Oh, him not know about the slight
Yeah, man.
World Cup. The other one
Tell
we are
you,
play to. Him not know about that.
people, we now come back and no Imaxit to now got tired for not see we face. Cause we now come back. We over we Imaxit, so we not have to come over there. Cause over there full of vibes, a pure girl football. And we're not busy about no man. So we not get no update. We better go somewhere else. Go and chill till World Cup done. Jason said we have to keep it professional. Brother, we happy for Jason the girl them a roll some leather. All right, so nobody with it, Jason. Them a roll some leather. All right, come and see it. What's your name again? Which one, Jason? We pile the girl, man.
Brother, which one? You can close your name and close your eye and
Carolina.
No, Curly.
Jesus
Yeah.
God, man, you're on a tight space. Me see she flick a ball over a girl head. And me I said, Jesus. Of course, just let her roll. Yo, the man.
Yeah, Caroline.
Oh my God,
Caroline,
me see she
bad.
flick a ball over a girl head in a tight space. Me I say, my goodness. Brother,
What's the score? What was the
four
final
nil,
score?
4-0, 4-0. I think them shut
Let
down
me
around
predict it.
them shut down around ease well. I think them shut down around 35 minutes in a game. Cause them just
Yeah, the last 20, 25, them kind of just take it easy, to be honest. And I think they did score a goal and get offside or something, right? They did actually put the ball in the goal again, and it never counted.
Yeah, man. Now we Imaxit we think them, man. We're done with Imaxit and JFF and Reggae Boys foolishness. Yeah, man. Girl football and bad, man. Yeah, man. People. Brazil. Oh, yeah, but them playing style good as well, you know. It kind of stressing sometimes because them a try play like the boys, them and the samba style football, you know. Them bad, man. JD number 12, bad like what? She hot like fire as well. So Joshua Harris.
But JD and Jason, that's my only thing, you know. I feel when Brazil encounter a side that's more physical, I want to see how them are gonna do. Because I think that's their issue in terms of being like really physical. I think this Brazilian time.
Juras?
Yeah.
I can tell you this. Juras. I saw them play a physical team because I want you later, if you're up, if you watch the Colombia South Korea game, I want you to look how the Colombian defense and midfield play. Them have
physical.
6 girls. What them do is kick you down, thump you down, box you down. And that was the same thing I was telling JD in the Copa America final. I was saying, boy, I want to see how Brazil handle
but I
thing.
know,
And
Jason, we don't know them play physical.
No, I know you know, but I'm telling Juras.
No,
I'm telling him that.
I haven't seen them that. Sorry, Jason. I haven't seen them that much this qualifying round before them come. Yeah. We never saw. I'm just judging based off of the whole Brazilian team. Like even the last World Cup, they never did too physical.
Okay.
You know what I say? So,
but Juras, you know what? Juras, you know what I want to tell you? I want to see how Jamaica cope with people who can play through tight spaces when we try camping our backs. Because if we ever try that tactics against Mexico and Brazil. We have 0% win in that game because them are gonna strike from 30 yards. It are gonna ping off of the bar. Them have everything. Them are gonna dribble. Them are gonna pile. Them are gonna salad. Them are gonna have Danica Blackwood over there up on the ground. Them are gonna do everything. So we better come out and play football against Brazil. That's all me I tell you. We cannot even goalkeeper can save we. Them like that type of game. Them like you sit back. Come here tell us
yeah, man. They have their style of play is perfect to break down a low block. Poor
Panama. I true Brazil so caught up in. Me see the man them have around 4. The girls them have around 4 entry. Juras. And them just pass back the ball because they want dribble. They want extra dribble. They want to screw up people. They must pass the ball back. I mean, say, just play the ball through the line. No?
So there was fun for them. All fun and games.
Juras, you ever see a game where the centre back never pass the ball back to the goalkeeper? Go back and watch the game there. Them all one time, one Panama press. You have my girl,
Rafalia. That's a thing, you know. That's a thing in Brazilian culture. That's a thing in Brazilian culture. There was a time when, you know, obviously they just changed the rule where you can't pick up the ball some years ago. But before even that, Brazilian fans did not like their teams to pass the ball back to the keeper. They wanted to see them play it out. So it's a mentality that Brazilians actually have.
When I saw it, I'm saying, Jesus God, they might try to drain the energy out of Panama because the ball can't go out. Anytime the ball going out is coming out the bar, or it's going to go out for a goal kick over their side because they're not putting it back in the keeper. They have it at the top of the midfield third, the start of the midfield third in their own half. And that's where they started to play every single time. Yeah, man, they're good, man. They're good, man. I just hope the girls just come out and said, all right, we have nothing to lose. They are the big favorites. We are go out there and play some ball. Monisha go out there and try to be physical and try to play some ball as well, not just being physical. Because I think sometimes when she tries to start do the bulldozing thing, the team stopped from actually focusing and playing football and just try to give her the ball every time for run up and down. And I don't think her run up and down so effective. I don't think so. I think she's more effective in and around the box. Just stay around the box and do your thing, and somebody work it for you, and we build through the three thirds. I think Bonisha want to do too much for Jamaica, to be honest. Even the other game the other day, she had no choice, so I respect her for that one. But for a Panama game, just keep it simple and just go through the stages them and just slap some goal in the goal. Yeah, that's all you need. And I'm glad that I'm not glad, but I'm happy. I'm okay with the situation she not being there. Let me put the right word. I'm okay with she not being there because now we don't have any focal point that way, so we have to play towards the final third. And I can tell you, you're going to see Jamaica look not just better because it's Panama, but they're going to look like a team.
Think that's gonna work out for
Yes,
us?
yes. People will
Okay,
start ask
okay.
questions to say if is it that it's Bonisha stopping the team from actually playing the right way, which is not true. But because she's so good and you can rely on her, you're gonna always try to force the ball giver, and then you stop from building up. When that means you can't get any accuracy as to go into your final third sensible. You're going into it staggering, and she's bullying those in. It does not. In a lead to um proper
Team
team football
football.
in a lead to it, man. I can't manage that, man. Bonnie Shaw playing in Manchester City team. You see our Juras? Go back and look. Go back and look. You just stay there, sir, man. And we're
Yeah, because
17,000.
I get proper
Oh
service
yeah, yeah,
too.
but so why the other players?
In a Jamaica side should not get
Yeah,
them type of service,
Drew
the
Spence at
brethren.
Tottenham, Drew Spence play for, Everybody a play for big team. And them a pass ball in them team. So what I tell you now.
Yeah, but you get the service there yesterday.
No, no,
Let's be
no,
honest.
because no,
Exactly.
but we understand. So that's
No, but the players that were gonna give her the service were on top of their own
so
18
that's why
yard
we so
box.
we,
So
we,
it
we
was just
give
a
it
different
we
type
give it
of game.
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah,
That's why we
yeah.
said this game in particular might just turn out better if she's not there. Because now you have to know you have to put the ball up on the ground, roll it, everybody get the touch, and people running into space, and it's more not predictable. Bunny Shaw can become predictable because so she come in, obviously she's hard to stop, but she was easy to stop because of the French yesterday, because they have a player that is 2 times bigger than her. So it was easy to stop. You get me? But now they have to try Mark Jody Brown. They have to try Mark what's your name again? The next my girl my will start now. The girl that have the cane row and she just signed in Spain. That what I forgot her name. I will remember it soon. Soon they have to start she, and then you might put the striker. You might put
I thought Tiffany
uh,
Cameron.
Cameron. No man, not Cameron man.
Okay, okay.
She born in Jamaica too, man. She scored a ratted goal against AD as well, too. She play attacking midfielder, man. She's gonna start.
Oh,
She's gonna start. Tiffany Cameron, no man, that's not. Tiffany will start. I think Tiffany will start. Matthews might come out, or maybe Matthews will be the sole striker. Carter,
yeah, I think that's what them are to put Carter at top. I think them are gonna
yeah,
put
Trudy Carter, Trudy Carter,
matches
Trudy Carter, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then probably bring Sheehan to play the wing. That matches was playing yesterday.
Yeah, so I think you're gonna see more of Jamaica tomorrow. And it's a combination of Panama is poorer. No, whenever the next match is, sorry about it. It's not going to be tomorrow because the games are spaced out. So Panama is a poorer team than France by a billion mile, and we clearly saw that. But at the same time, we still need fluidity and different angles coming at teams. So we are not predictable. Panama can stop teams that are predictable. We need to see number 12 on the field. All right. Saturday is the next game. Saturday is the next game. Yeah, the games are spaced out, man. Yeah, but we can win it, man. We can win it. Yes, Trudy Carter. Yeah, Trudy Carter might get a start because she's a good player, She's a good player. In that hole, she can work it well, or she can go over the wide side. But if you want to put on Cameron, you can put on Cameron and she, and then take out others, because now you don't necessarily need the extra body in midfield. So you can just go with a 4-2-3-1 system that is more stable. You get me? Yeah. Guy, 150 if it likes. People, we need more likes than that. 2 bills on the thing. Stop playing with the thing. 2 bills. And we done the streaming at freestyle. We are freestyle people. Make sure to subscribe. And we want to tell you thanks for the 7,000 subscription. Massive, massive respect. All right. Let me try double up double up it and get to 14,000 very fast on this channel. Yeah, man. Also, Kiki is deadly. Yeah, man. We have a lot. Believe me, you're gonna see better football against Panama. I honestly believe so. But sometimes Jamaica have a way to play down to the competition because the Costa Rica game, I thought that Jamaica would have controlled that game, and good lord, Costa Rica ball, Jamaica at the park.
Yeah, JD,
so.
I did get a phone call, but you was talking about Trudy
Yeah,
Carter,
Trudy
right?
Carter. Yeah, Trudy Carter. Sometimes I can't remember everybody's name, Trudy Carter. But I'm saying sometimes Jamaica can play down to the competition. So don't be surprised if we make a hard work of Panama as well. And it's not because of Bonisha's absence, to be honest.
Yeah, Panama not gonna roll over Bridget. Them gonna come.
Because I think that's...
And
Go
I
ahead, go
think
ahead.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
yeah. No, I think them just conceding 4 from Brazil, I think that I could probably boost them confidence and say, you know what, the second half we played better. Even though Brazil fell back, as you said, JD, because I never saw the second half. But man,
Yeah, man, no, man, it's a fact, man. They never
yeah,
that try go hard, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a confidence booster for them. And also, they're gonna say, yo, okay, the main player then is not there, the best player. Yeah, man, them probably gonna want to have a field day, but I think we can get it done.
Yeah, man, I do think the girls are going to win, but we just want them to win by over 4 goals, which is going to be a tough task, to be honest. But I want them to not go down to the final game where we have to win. Because I think once you come out and play against any one of these big teams, we're going to get tear up. We are going to really see how we are not as good as them as yet. You get me? The one way we can play is the way we play against France. We can't play another way against these big teams as yet. You get me? Because we don't have the people like 80 them to just go out and run the whole damn game and just run up and down the whole game. I think we have quality players, that is true, but we don't have the players them like that to do that for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So we have to be structured and play our game and then build a system over the next 4 years. But I'm pretty much proud of these girls. They are definitely giving me some hope because a lot of sleepless nights me have with Jamaica Reggae boys who can't win matches. You get me? Yeah. So I'm glad that me actually see some hope and I feel like Jamaica going in a game as a favorite. And I think I'm gonna actually pull it off.
The boys are coming.
Yeah, I know. Juras, a long time there, Juras. You just turn up here, I know. You just turn up here. Me there a long time.
I'm just turn up on your channel.
Okay, well, you just turn up here on my channel. Long time there suffer for people win games back to back, Yes, so they will go up in the rankings. Yes, man. The draw against France is a big booster, Yeah.
Yeah, man, a whole heap of points that
so like how you have Nigeria them.
But how much points that Jason and
yeah, that's easy. Well, 13, 14 on points, man. Easy well.
I was going to say anywhere from 10 to 15.
13, 14 points, easy well. Yeah, because they're in the top 10 and we are in the 40s, right? And because them and Nigeria jumping, Nigeria beat what you call it, New Zealand 2-0, and then beat 80, then draw with Canada. So that is the next good one for Nigeria as well. So Nigeria and Jamaica will be jumping down. And they are pretty much good teams, I still believe that Nigeria might slightly be ahead of Jamaica with the power players them, That's what we miss. We miss some power players. So you guys told me about the new forward that came in. Maybe she need more time. For we need our development to go. We need more matches. So I think this World Cup is gonna do good for the girls them. We can see our identity when we finish, and we can fully back these girls for going places, and hope we get some big sponsors for the girls them when they're done,
Yeah, man, I fully back them all the way.
Yeah, so we're supporting. So people, not holding up your time. We have done a good shift here. We have not hit 200 likes. Showcase don't respect the quality, Yeah, and the fights and stuff, Yeah, man. But my respect on the turn up just the same still, Yeah, man. JD, remember we beat Nigeria? Yes, I know, Dre. We know we beat Nigeria. Yes. Dawkins, you have not watched Nigeria since. You have not watched Nigeria since?
We say it's a
Just
new
take my word
Nigeria.
for it. We laid
It's a new Nigeria
let
team.
me give you 5 minutes. Let me tell you how Jamaica career goes. Because since you don't want me to go back in the history book of watching and bleaching nights, Jamaica career is we beat Haiti, we beat Mexico, we struggle over Costa Rica and win it 1-0 with a key. Do you love me? Moment. Yes. And get one there. Then Jamaica goes up against Canada. We lay down against Canada. Then we go up against United States. We lay down, and United States beat you, beat the bricks halfway. All right. Nigeria, in the second game for Nigeria, USA, they have them on the back foot. And yes, that is literally on the back foot. For the last 10 minutes, the United States a kick ball out to try to kill the game. When Nigeria should have beaten Canada by a good stretch, have them on the back foot. I have never seen Jamaica played Nigeria in its life. Jamaica play United States or Canada. And me feel like them have a possible chance winning that game. Never in my lifetime. Me never see it. It never happen. Me never see we have the attitude and the confidence there. And I saw that from Nigeria. And when Nigeria beating teams that are ranked 20 in the world. So, and they're going up against teams that's Canada that we never played good yet, and they are getting draws, and it's not like a draw that if you slide pan line ball off a lick pan bar for which try survive. They should have won the game. Canada try survive, and take a picture of this moment. Watch Jamaica and Canada in the Olympic qualifiers. And see the approach, Jason. Just see the approach. And now go come back to me and say, yeah man, we need to improve that style a little bit, We need to be on the front foot a little bit more, Not just making we're again go forward. JD, the girls need
Who was the coach for the Olympic qualifiers?
the coach. No man, the Olympic qualifier is coming. It's not here as yet.
Yeah, we will play them in October, I think it is, or November.
I think it's either December. I think December, November. One of them.
Yeah, it's close to the end of the year.
Yes, we're gonna play them after this. After this, we're gonna play them.
And it's a home.
Yes, I hear that it's 2 legs.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good test. In September, they said it's in September. All right. Oh Lord.
Girls. Okay. Yeah, I know it was after.
Then me now come back.
I think it's the first international window.
Then me now come back. I'm on football for now, then man. Because right after that, I go England, come back 2 weeks. That means September I come back. Yes, a be a short video. Then I go get a be 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy myself, Yeah, man. So people, teams you can beat a team and the team improved after. You get me? They improve after and be better than you because you are busy trying to get a new manager, fight out run with the next coach, then have to build a new system, adapt to that new system, and then try to get results at the same time. So I thought that's what happened to Jamaica. Than Nigeria. So Nigeria, the system look a little bit better to me at this point than Jamaica. But Jamaica is coming. JD, you got Nations League. Oh yeah. Oh, star, I can't bother star. And that's gonna be an next stressed one. Jordan Fletcher moving to Serie B in Italy soon. All right. Good move. Yeah, man. Thank you, Travis. Massive respect. All right. What you make of that? Jason, 9 more minutes we have. Maybe we'll go 2.5 hours and done. Jason, what you make of that? Jordan Fletcher. All right. Oh, wait a minute.
That's excellent for Fletcher. I saw Travis put it earlier. Did he say which Serie B?
Travis, who you work for, Travis? Give me the information, no? Because we don't know.
Yeah, Fabrizio Romano Pessoa Travis 4-1. Because I saw that. I also did you mention Dexter today in the show?
Dexter Lamakisa, I'm going to talk about maybe a shorter version video.
One? Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna bring it up there.
All right, so let me leave that alone. Then we'll return back, guys, on the next show. All right, so take care.
So hold on there. You have to go.
Goal. Yesterday.
I just want to eat my next 2 pieces of KFC because I give people 2 hours. I'm tired now. So we will make a next show.
KFC,
We'll make a next show, Jason.
you have microwave.
I don't need any microwave. I don't eat microwave foods. All right. Yes.
But it almost cool from someone.
Yes, but I don't care.
The man
Oh,
have
I got
eat it cool.
People,
Okay,
people,
so you love it cool.
people,
Yo, you love KFC if you eat it cool enough.
people,
Why,
let
man,
me
tell
take
you.
care of yourself when you get 2.5 hours out of my time.
JD, you can't eat KFC cool,
People,
boss.
take care of
Go
yourself
on.
and have a nice day. When you give me the 200 likes, so me a pray, no.
Don't
Bye
make-
bye.
Don't make bad man bad you up. You know, you have to heat up that thing.